Today on JG9 Live, we determine the first spot in Super Bowl 60. The New England Patriots, one of the league's worst teams in football last year, a remarkable turnaround led by quarterback Drake May, looking to make it to their NFL record 12th Super Bowl in franchise history. Their opponent, the Denver Broncos, starting Jarrett Stidham, the former Patriot at quarterback, in his first ever start with the Broncos and his first appearance in a competitive game in over 2 years, replacing the injured Bo Nix. It's the Pats and the Broncos for a spot in San Francisco. Here we go. All right, folks, here we frackin' go. We are down to the Final Four. The New England Patriots, the Denver Broncos, the two best teams in the AFC, the one against the two. Jarrett Stidham quarterbacking the Broncos after a preseason where he went 30 for 38 with 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. Bo Nix injured late in overtime against the Bills. He's out for the rest of the season. The hopes of the Broncos reliant on the former Patriot quarterback, Drake May, in his second season in the NFL. Last year, they were potentially playing for the number 1 pick in the draft before beating the Bills on the final week of the season. Now they are playing for a spot in the Super Bowl for the first time since the 2018 season. Broncos playing for a spot for the first time since 2015. And here we go. I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. My name is cgiulianihpu. If you've never done one of these streams before, how it works is like this. Fire away on the chat with any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. Vote in that poll. Who do you think wins this one? Patriots or Broncos? If you are a member, you can show your support for either one of the teams using the emojis in the chat. We got the Patriots logos, we got the Broncos emojis as well. I'm pumped for this game. Hopefully all you guys are pumped as well. Frankly, with you, man. Yeah, Kubiak would definitely be number 1. Yeah, Udinski, he interviewed today, so we'll see how that goes. We will see there. Apparently it didn't do well in Cleveland. Apparently Udinski's interview left a lot to be desired in Cleveland from inside sources in Jacksonville. It's been helpful to see if you said lose. Yep. Yeah, I think the only team that could be disappointed this year with how it went would be the Rams if they lose. Because you don't know how much longer the window is with Stafford. Now that'd be a disappointing season, but if Broncos win a top 10 worst quarterback start Super Bowl, easily. It's not even close. Easily. I mean, David Willey's probably the worst, but City would be up there. Unless he, balls out. Again, I appreciate all you guys tuning in. I'm a nervous wreck. I don't blame you. I hate going second. Put it that way. I hate going second. Yeah, Gann becoming the new Packers DC. I mean, I get it in the sense that Hafley was a head coach and then became DC, so that is the mold that LaFleur likes. Get a defense coordinator who was a head coach. Affected by snow? No, I live in Arizona, so I've not been affected. My parents have been. My parents have been affected. They actually sent me a funny video of my sister's dog, stuck in the snow. It's so funny. But I'm not affected. I'm in Phoenix. I'm in one of, the 5 places in the country that's not affected. Right, less of a nervous wreck because I didn't expect to be here. Fully expect the Pats to lose to the AFC win the Super Bowl. All good. City and Darnold Super Bowl, that'd be fun. Every donation also counts toward you make the call. How many decide which game we're calling on Wednesday night for college basketball. Butler, St. John's, or Xavier Seton Hall. Pull for Champagne this one as well. Realize this first common championship game he's ever been since the Rams-Saints game. Yeah, you figure if Payton gets to the Super Bowl, he's a Hall of Famer. You figure this is a big game for Champagne. If he can get Jarrett Stidham to the Super Bowl against the Patriots in this defense, he is a Hall of Famer at this rate. Like to see him back to the Super Bowl again, finally for the first time in 16 years. Yep, he hasn't been back since Super Bowl 44 with the Saints. I think Pats have a chance against the Rams, but against the Seahawks, it'd be tough. Yeah, it depends on how Mr. Darnold does. Yeah, Flores staying on as Vikings DC. The fact that he did not get hired by the Steelers pretty much solidifies that. So, good move by the Vikings. No Musto either, just cold. Yep, I mean, Haler. Yep, it's going to be a crazy game. It's going to be a crazy game. This should be a crazy game as well. I don't think anyone knows what to expect with Jarrett Stidham. He looked very good in preseason. 4 touchdowns, no picks, 30 for 38 in the preseason. But obviously, preseason against backups, a heck of a lot different than starting a conference championship. It's a heck of a lot different. The former Patriot quarterback with the Patriots, he threw 2 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. At one point, he was so bad that he was benched for Tom Brady in 2019. Played a game. They were up by a lot. They put Stidham in. He was so bad he got benched for Brady. Now the tables have turned, and he's starting against the Patriots, having to be thrust into an insane role. My word with Dinsky is never called plays before. Yeah, exactly. He's very raw. He's extremely, extremely raw. And only 30. Sims going 1 for 39. Yeah, I'll do whatever like the top donation says if he goes 1 for 39. The local Buffalo Wild Wings is closed on Conference Championship Sunday. Oh man, yeah, that's bad for Southern Oklahoma. Stay safe out there. Yeah, Sean definite Hall of Famer already. I don't know what definite Hall of Famer because Holmgren's not in yet. Shanahan's not in. Coughlin's not in. Yes, being Seattle's unreal. Yep. If Florida's going to have a coaching job this cycle, he never will. It seems that way. It seems like the Steelers were the best chance he's going to get. Broncos are 4-0 all the time versus the Pats at home in the playoffs. Yep, they won the 80s. They won in Brady's game, the first playoff loss by Brady back in 2005 in the divisional round, and then twice in the AFC Championship, including the last time the Broncos played in the AFC Championship back in the 2015 season. Right, Sims not done anything yet. Nope. In the next decade, we will see a team go through the entire playoffs without trailing. Fact. I think so. Trust Payne the last 3 years we're going to Sims change? We will see. Broncos fans sure hope so. Mark one with a 5 in the Super Bowl era. 66, 92, 97, 2012. The only time the road teams have swept the conference championship. That doesn't seem right. I appreciate you, man. 2018. No, 2018 it happened. 2018, the Rams beat the Saints in overtime, and the Pats beat the Chiefs in overtime. I appreciate you, man, on that one. I appreciate the 5. I'll get you on the Butler game. Guys coming hot early on. Yeah, 2018 happens, well. How's it going, Lou? Hopefully you guys are saying San Francisco can still lose playoffs. Oh, easily. They still could this playoff. Yeah, they haven't trailed yet. Everybody saying switch over the Buck game can tell them about it, and anybody saying switch over to CBS to watch the game. Yeah, I did not hear good things about that skit. I've not seen it yet, but I've not heard good things. When they try to do sports skits, it's very hit or miss. It's extremely hit or miss. I appreciate you a ton on that, Mark 1. Get you on. Broncos going to get it to start. Road team's on swim today. I know you disagree, but I believe. We'll see. We will see. ESPN plugging other shows on Disney platforms on the broadcast. They're good with that, though. They're very good with not doing that. Yeah, you're good on that, Mark 1. Here we go. McCarthy's a very good coach, but I don't think he's going to upgrade over Tomlin. No, he is bad at in-game management skills. He's not upgrade at all. All right, let's get this game underway. 70% around the Pats to win this one. Kickoff into the end zone for a touchback. And in steps Jarrett Stidham for the first time this season. There have been plenty of backup quarterbacks to be thrust into heavy duty in the postseason. Nick Foles against the Patriots. Jeff Hostetler. Last time Stidham started, over 2 years ago. It has been a while. Broncos will get this one at the 35-yard line. Make some pizza during halftime. Been wishing for some for a while. All good, man. How's it going, Gene? The Broncos underdog because of Nick's injury? Yes, absolutely. How's it going, Detroit? Do you believe miracles? Pizza's on time today. Oh, wow, that's impressive. 3 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Fullback goes in motion. Stidham hands it off up the middle to start and nothing doing. Gain of just 1 on the play. So it was up the gut there to Harvey. The second-round pick out of UCF this season. 2nd 9. The Pats' run defense very good this season ever since getting Milton Williams back. Last game against the Texans, had the Texans do nothing against the ground. Texans ran very well against the Steelers, but against the Pats, nothing doing. Just 48 yards rushing on 22 carries, and no running back had a run longer than 8 yards. It triggered a lot of Broncos fans. Oh, man. Why don't everyone talk about the common championship game experience? Oh, man. The life of a Cowboys is late. Another hand up the middle of Harvey, and Harvey nothing doing. So they're putting Stidham in obvious passing situations, which I'm not sure is the best strategy. Corey Durden on the stop. 3rd and 10. So back-to-back runs going absolutely nowhere. How's it going, Hipco? Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, 4-7 to pass. Yeah, this is a interesting strategy so far for the Broncos because you're putting Stidham in obvious passing down situations against a very good Pats run defense. It was number 6 in the NFL in rushing yards allowed. And again, with Mill Williams in, and he was out for about a month. Mill Williams in this run defense has been superb. Has not allowed. They've only been allowed about 120 yards rushing this entire postseason across the 2 games. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Back to his right here. They're going right to left. Stidham takes it. They're going to send 4. Stidham flush down the far side. He's going to be hit as he throws. A wounded duck looking on the play for Beatty. And it's a quick 3 and out. So Broncos doing nothing. Stidham having to be flushed out. And it's a very quick 3 and out. Drake made the new Mahomes down this ruckus. Yes. My family used to go mess on Saturday night instead of this morning. That's the main way this snowstorm has affected us. Yeah, it still counts all the same with Saturday night. Yeah, bad call for a sequence. Really poorly called for a sequence. See, what if sports predicted? Only 38 morning completions to go. We'll get more demonstrations videos. We will see on that. Depends what happens to these games. But they put them in obvious passing situations, and it's going to be a very quick 3 and out. Broncos do nothing in the opening drive, and Crawshaw, the 6th-round rookie, coming out to punt this ball away. You figured with a game like this, the Broncos defense is going to have to step up big time. Crawshaw on the punt. It's a good one. And it goes out of bounds. Should be inside the 10-yard line. At the 8-yard line to be exact. So a very good punt there by Crawshaw. 58 yards, all net. Pats starting inside their own 10. How long until the St. Louis Cards are good again? They got to fire Marmol. They got to fire Marmol. Ownership is terrible right now. Might be that day for the Broncos. It could be, yeah. Our NFL friends prefer Chiefs-Pats game. The Chiefs fix their issues, maybe. And what weather from the two are Pats win. Nick can choose which theory I must quit. Okay. And which game do you want? Anyway, Weatherford, get you on the call for it. Which game do you want? I will get you on the call for that one, Weather fan. Appreciate you a ton. Get you on the call for that game. Drake May was inconsistent last time out against the Texans. Turned it over a handful of times. 2 fumbles lost, 4 fumbles in total, and interception. But threw 3 touchdowns. To the bottom of the screen, they're going left to right. And the handoff goes to Stevenson, who's been playing a lot better this season as of late. He gets a gain of about 5 to the 13-yard line. Who's Steph want to win today? Steph wants I think the Patriots to win today. Starting to turn to ice in New York. Yeah, it's bad in New York right now. My family lives in New York, and the videos are sending me. It's bad. You felt the cards were here, so. You want St. John's? Get you on the call for it. Appreciate you, man. Get you on the call. 2nd and 5 for the Pats. Stevenson last game, 70 yards rushing. They're going to hand off again with Stevenson up the middle. This time, nothing doing. We got a 50 from the Steelers. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. 3rd and 5, nothing doing there. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. Years of the playoff win. Sean Payne, 8 out of 18. Holmgren, 8 out of 17. Coughlin, 5 out of 20. No, Coughlin's 2 rings, so I have a hard time putting a guy with 2 teams get hobbled, having more third-place finishes than first place up there in Hall of Fame talk. So I appreciate you the 50 on that one. I appreciate you a ton on that. That means a lot to me. You have to remember, too, if it was just the Giants, I agree with you. I actually would agree. If it's just the Giants, I 100% agree. And which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. I'll explain more after this play. 3rd and 5, because I agree with you for just the Giants. They're going to send 4. May, slam pass, double coverage, almost intercepted. Hufanga stepped in there, almost picked it off, and it's a quick 3 and out. Unfortunate for the Pats. Then nothing happened there. So here's the thing. Worst quarterback start AFC Championship. Sean King is up there. You want Xavier. I'll get you on the call for Xavier. I would say David Woodley is probably the worst. David Woodley, I would go with the worst. So here's the thing with that Steelers. I appreciate you a ton on that one. That means a lot to me, man. Coughlin also led the most successful expansion team in NFL history. Coughlin had an expansion team make the playoffs 4 out of 5 years. That was unheard of. Expansion teams back then were supposed to suck for a long time. Coughlin made the Jaguars one of the best teams in football. Punt here, field at the 42-yard line, and thrown down immediately goes Mims. So that is where the Broncos will start this drive right around their own 40 when we get back here in Denver. No first downs for either side. Run, pass, 3 and out, punt. Could be that kind of game. Again, if you like what you see, the like button, subscribe, post the channel, ton. Right, again, it's not, yeah, it's like crazy. Yeah. Again, Steelers, if it's just the Giants tenure, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you, just the Giants tenure. Eric Kramer, he's up there. I think NFC Championship Conference. NFC Championship one. Yeah, I'd probably go Kramer on that one. People overlook May starting every bad game in the playoffs because they win, yeah. Yeah, they got a lot of good things expansion teams did, yes. That is fair as well. But the Panthers didn't do a lot with that. I mean, the Panthers only made the playoffs once their first 5 years. I mean, what he did with 2 teams is remarkable. What he did with 2 teams was remarkable. I thought it was Kramer for the Lions in 91 against Washington. Also, you get a song if you want for that one. So I also do this thing called Live Band Karaoke. $50, I'll do any song you want me to with the live band. $25 to get one song half off. The song for half off, we're going to spin the wheel to decide which one we're doing. McVay deserves so much credit for getting the Bucks to the AFC Championship game 2 games later, or 2 years later. Yep. I mean, that team was not that good. That team was like... mean, they started 5-0, and then they finished below 500 the rest of the season. Right, they were the title game year 2 as well, yes. But then year 3, 4, 5, they did nothing. Right, they didn't make it back to the playoffs after that till the 2004 season, or 2003 season. Craig Brandon Grossman? Yes, I think so, actually. Ball and Chains is on. Let's F off for this stream and this stream. Again, I appreciate all you guys being here. If you like what you see, the like button, subscribe. Helps out a ton on the channel. Over 300 in the chat. I appreciate all you guys tuning in on this one. Yeah, Kramer start for the lines at 91. Yep. Now UFC fight can't sell for gambling corruption. Yep. You have a too low special on that. Run, pass, punt. So Stidham 0 for 1 to start. We'll see if they put him in obvious passing down situations here. Kramer was bailing Grossman. Yes, he was. He was. So ball will be the 40-yard line here for the Broncos. We'll call that about a 47-yard punt. Broncos going right to left when we get back here over on CBS. Your lines got blown out that game. That game was never close. Dieter Brock, that's also a good pick. Steve Fuller, that's a good pick as well. But they tried to build too quick after the Super Bowl, and it blew up in their face. Yeah, this might be a big one. I don't know why, but this might be a really big one. Which I appreciate a ton. We're doing the MC Championship as well. If you haven't seen today's video, click the link above. It's going to redirect you as well to the MC Championship later today. I'll change the cases here. I got the Seahawks helmets and the Rams helmets already behind me. So once this game is done, I do a little quick switch, and there we go. Let's go Broncos. Hope we win, but I think we'll lose, but we made it this far, so screw it. Yeah, absolutely. You fit on that one. Yeah, Jags are the right way. Yep. Jags are the right way. Yeah, Grossman's passing chart. It's so funny. It's so funny. All right. Let's see if the Broncos can do better on drive number 2 offensively, starting at the 41-yard line here. First down, 1 at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom in the pistol. They're going right to left. Now back to his right, so you're in the gun. Next, Stidham takes a step. They're going to send 4. Stidham pressured. Flushed out to the far side, looking to throw on the run, and he's just going to throw that one down the field in the direction of a wideout. Incomplete. I think Harvey stepped out of bounds either way. The hat was thrown down, so it would not have counted. 2nd and 10. Yeah, Manny, you under Carrick looks legit at this point. Count guys who appear in the NFC Championship would way be worse than Grossman? Yes, but also I think Josh Johnson probably the worst. NCAA football Tanglage, we're going to game summary. FIU scoring a game between New Mexico State and Ohio State. Wow. 3-team football game. Haven't seen that. Number 1 song of the day of January Sadness. Ooh, today's video. Ooh, I'm going to go with... I'm going I'm Real. Ineligible touching. That's the call. Illegal touching. Loss of down. Bring him 2nd down again. Harvey stepped out of bounds. When I go live during the Super Bowl, I throw a party every year with my friends. So that's why. I throw a party every year during that. AFC Championship where both teams did not play against each other the year after. Ooh. Oh, man. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Have to be a wild card going up against a division winner. Is it Jets Steelers? I'm gonna go Jets Steelers on that one. Could be Jets Colts. 2 at the top, 3 at the bottom. In the backfield here. Empty backfield. Stidham. Quick little screen pass, and that is incomplete. Overthrown. Looking for Mims on the far side. Just rifled it way too far out in front of him. That's an easy completion on the bubble screen. He just missed it. You got it bad. Oh, man. It's actually was both thrown. Yep. Yeah, big play puts it on him. Yep. Have a convoy there, too, with Mims, but got to throw it a lot better on that one. First time these two teams played this was a Christmas Eve game. We called that game. Yeah, the Chad Ryland kick with no time left. 3rd and 10. You'll be on Idle tomorrow? How's it going, Mr. Fulmer? I appreciate you tuning in. 1 at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom. Back to his left here. Again, they're going right to left ball, the 41-yard line. Stidham in the backfield. He'll take the step. They're going to send 4. Stidham looking deep shot, deep down the field. Has a step. It's caught at the 10. Down to the 8 on the skinny post. It's Marvin Mims. First down for either side. It's a big one. It's a gain of 49 yards, and they got a goal-to-go situation. Stidham on a rope. Gets behind Christian Gonzalez on the skinny post over the middle of the field. And Marvin Mims with a big-time grab. Last time out against the Bills, Mims had 8 catches for 93 yards and a touchdown. Leading receiver on the team in receptions and receiving yards that game. And he's picking up right where he left off. The monster grab there. His longest catch of the season. And what a time to get it. Broncos have to take a timeout. They'll have 2 left. 4 minutes into this one. Yeah, can't throw a string, can throw a 40-yard dot. Yep. Worst AFC title starting quarterback ever. David Woodley's up there. David Woodley is definitely up there. He was terrible for the Dolphins. Yeah, that is. Yes, that is Andy Carfin. Yep. Yeah, Mark Malone's up there as well. Yep. Second-year corner gets burned deep. And he's good. Christian Gonzalez, 3rd-year corner. Third-year corner gets burned deep. But one of the best corners in football. After I saw the video, I actually played Slow Jams on Twitch today. Oh, good song. Good song. Was Titans Chiefs? Oh, yes. Yes, that would make sense. Yep, it was a wild card. Two at the top of the screen, one at the bottom. 3 wide. They're going to motion Bryant to the bottom of the screen, the 3rd round pick this year. Jet sweep to Bryant, and he gets tackled in the backfield for, well, he actually escaped it. Chased out on the stop. No gain. It looked like he was tackled in the backfield, but somehow made the man miss a busted jet sweep play. Denver's not run the ball well. 3 carries, 0 yards so far. Pat Bryant burned on that jet sweep. They get no blockers there. Just completely whiffing on that block was the tight end, number 82, Adam Troutman. Brings up 2nd down. Yes, and if the Broncos went to Ecro, yep. That's why you shouldn't have done that skit. Shouldn't have done it. One at the top, one at the bottom of the screen, I formation. Fullback in motion, play action. Stidham fires back corner of the end zone, open, caught. Cortland Sutton, touchdown. The Broncos in front. Jared Stidham. His first passing touchdown since 2023. And it puts the Broncos in front. Cortland Sutton on the corner route in the back of the end zone. Got Gonzalez to bite on play action. He will then get behind Jalen Hawkins. And Cortland Sutton, the veteran wideout, has over 1,000 yards this season. And finds the end zone there. Sutton, his 8th receiving touchdown of the year. And it puts the Broncos in front early on in Mile High. Stidham's got some confidence now as a result. Who's better, O'Donnell or Cordell Stewart? O'Donnell was better. Glad and bet, yep. We need to get going offense at this one, yep. Yes, Stidham will get over the 39.6, yep. He's not 1 for 39 this game. If you know, you know. He is not going 1 for 39. And congrats to Sim for throwing a touchdown pass to the AFC Championship. What a start for Denver. They force a 3 and out. Stidham a deep shot to Mims on 3rd down. This HT's each other team without an offensive line, boys. Yep, and 7-0 early on. Bit of a surprise right now. Yeah, Simmons look calm if not good so far. Yeah, great pass. Worst FC quarterback to start, Sean King. Dieter Brock or Sean King. Yep. If Simmons can do just good enough to get a lead so they can run the ball while May struggles, they have a chance. Yep. Yeah, remember the Pats offenses look very inconsistent this postseason. It's either get touchdowns or they turn it over and go 3 and out. Yeah, what if sports predictions? Over on city touchdowns, I would guess it was 1.5. Yeah, Quillen says been through so many crap teams. I'm happy to score a tutty in the AFC Championship. Yep, he's been there for a while now. Sutton's been with the Broncos since the 2018 draft. He's been there for 8 seasons at this point. Never made the playoffs his first 6 seasons. Yet never underestimated the power of backup quarterbacking against the Pats in the playoffs. Again, there's still plenty of time left. But I think, obviously, this game is far from over. And everyone knows that. This game is far from over. I think people are just shocked that, you know what, Stidham looks comfortable. Stidham right now has made the throws. That was the $1 million question. Can Stidham make the throws? And so far, so good. That's what I think everyone is excited about with that. Is that, yeah, there's still plenty of time left, but Stidham looks like he might be able to play. It's not like a Josh Johnson situation. You Bills it tomorrow, Arizona BYU game? Yep. Yep, to prevent the court storming. Yeah, if this is how Sim's going to play and they win, don't call the AFC Championship a Super Bowl? Nope, not at all. If he plays like that, yeah. This is why sports funny. I can't predict it. Denver wins. I still have New England winning this one, but so far, so good. So far, so good. Game over, Broncos win, turn off the lights. Patriots have never come back from any deficit in any playoff game ever. Never. I've never seen it happen before. They come back from any deficit. The Broncos are 4-0 all time against the Pats at home in the playoffs. Mile High's been a house of horrors for New England. Doesn't matter the era. 7-0 the score. Yoder looks way more composed than Stroud. Yep, he's not throwing picks at least. Or the O-line's rare, but still. O'Donnell against the Chargers, you have 349, still tied for the most completion in the AFC title game. Yeah, O'Donnell was not, like, terrible. Then the Super Bowl happened. Sim can play as well into the Cards starting job next season. Yep, he plays well this postseason. There's a chance he gets a lot of money. Oh, there was one back in 2014? I don't remember that one. But Sim's problem is a bit too much on it. Arm seems strong. Yep, that's good. Better to have that problem than not enough. So after a quick 3-and-out for the Pats, we'll see how they can respond. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe to this episode on the channel as we try to grow this community even more. We have videos every day on this channel about the weird and wacky history of the NFL. We'll have a lot of Super Bowl videos coming up as well. Kickoff here, Phil, the 3-yard line taken out to the 10, 15, 20, down the near side, 25, 30, and brought down the 32-yard line. So that's when New England's going to start drive number 2 after starting the first drive inside their own 10-yard line, following that great punt by Crawshaw. Drake May dodged a bullet last drive. Threw one pass, but it was almost picked off by Hufanga in double coverage. And Drake May this season, second-team All-Pro, finalist for MVP. We figure it's going to be Stafford winning it, but Drake May led the NFL this year with a pass rating of 113.5. This postseason, a bit inconsistent. He's made some mistakes, had some fumbling issues. And what about the tour? I was being sarcastic on that one. I was being very sarcastic on that one. May, clean pocket, hitch route to the near side. That's caught, and that's Booty at the 39-yard line. Or Diggs, I should say, the 39-yard line. Gain of 7. You know, I was being sarcastic on that one. I'm a Weather fan. And Ben the Rosa fan, member 2 months down. Sim matchup in shambles right now. Yep, he's not going 1 for 39 anymore. It's not going 1 for 39. Appreciate you on that. I want to get you on the call for St. John's game. 2nd and 3. First completion goes to Diggs, the veteran wideout. One at the top of the screen. Stretch play here to the near side. It goes for Stevenson. No carries for Henderson yet. All 3 carries have gone to Stevenson. He's going to get close to the line to gain around the 42-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 1. Wild and Golden Gophers played home games yesterday. Yeah, well, that's in St. Paul. Well, the Wild at least in St. Paul. Wolves are downtown. I get it for security issues. I get it. Parrots have cursed themselves further by bringing him again as DC. Yeah, I don't think he's a good DC. It was not good with the Eagles. But I do get the idea of Hafley was a head coach that then became a DC, so you want that veteran guy, I guess. One at the top of the screen. In the pistol, here is May. Stevenson in the backfield. Another gift to Stevenson up the middle, and this time he's got it. Need a yard and just got the 43-yard line before he's taken down by Malcolm Roach. Ball at the 43 and a first down. Right, 10 points at the time was the largest comeback. Yep, Super Bowl 49. And Super Bowl 22 as well, Washington against Denver. You get it. Again, I'm not crazy about it, but I get it in the sense that LaFleur wants a veteran as a defensive coordinator. Yeah, we got a lot of people on the stream. I was like, this has been a crazy stream so far for NFL. These numbers are insane. I appreciate you guys a ton. 3 at the top of the screen. Back to his left. Here is Stevenson. Trips at the top again. They're going left to right. May in the gun. 4 on the clock. Broncos showing blitz. They'll send 5. Screen pass to Diggs, and he gets blown up in the backfield for a loss of 2. PJ Locke on the initial hit to send him backwards, and it's 2nd and 12. Blown up there, and it was actually McMillan on the initial hit. Number 29 just blew by the receiver on the blocker. Sim wins make it a start? Yes, absolutely. If Stidham wins, the market is insane for him. If Stidham wins and plays well, he will get a lot of money. It's going to be Matt Flynn on steroids. There are 4 people there. This is insane. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 the bomb back to his right. Tight end goes to motion on the bottom of the screen is Austin Hooper. 1 on the clock. They get it off. They're going to send 4. May looking deep shot down the far sideline. 1-on-1 coverage. Tight coverage all the way. And broken up by maybe the best corner in football, Pat Surtain. The All-Pro corner. 2nd team All-Pro this year. Last year's Defensive Player of the Year, showing why on that deep fly route to Booty. He's made the Pro Bowl 4 times each of the last 4 seasons. Been named an All-Pro in some capacity 3 of the last 4 seasons. And now it brings up 3rd and 12. Yeah, to be honest, this is fun. I could really care less who wins. Yeah, this is kind of stress. Yep. Yeah, it feels where your team's not in it. I mean, my team's never in it, but 3rd and 12. They just break the huddle with 8. Are they going to get this playoff? I'm not sure about this. 5 on the play clock. 3, 2. They're just getting set with 1. I'm not sure they're going to get off. They just do with 3. Pressure on the blind side. Here's he throws. That's caught. They should have called a timeout. They were never going to get that play off in time, and Diggs gets thrown down after a gain of just 2. And they'll have to punt it away. That's a bad coaching on Vrabel's part. They broke the huddle with 7. Timeouts aren't as important in the first half compared to the second half. There was pressure on the blind side. Lucky that Benito, who's been phenomenal this season, he's one of the best defenders in football. Lucky they didn't just jack him up on that one. It's nowhere close to the 6. And when you break the huddle with 7, they weren't even set when they got the snap off. Just 1 first down for the Pats, their first 2 drives, and punting it away is Behringer, the 30-year man. It's a short one. It's a shank. Bounces. And they will start this drive outside their own 20 at the 22-yard line. Not a great punt there by Behringer. Just 35 yards. And that is where the Broncos will start this drive. You want to pin them inside the 10 when you're punting it near midfield. They do not do that. Special teams so far. Advantage Broncos. Crawshaw's punt got inside the 10. Behringer's punt. Oof. Pretty bad. Weird looking punt there. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. Then we get sent a touchdown. Could be panic time. Yeah, 2-score game. Then you never know. If you like what you see, the like button, subscribe. If you have simply want to lose again for like 30 or 35, yes. Then he'd be okay. Why that on 3rd and 12? They weren't set. Why that on 3rd and 12? That was not supposed to be the play. 3rd and 12, they were not set. They were still breaking the huddle with 7 seconds. They weren't set. They didn't know the play. Clearly, the offensive line had no idea what the play was because the offensive line allowed a free rush on the blind side by Benito, which is exactly what you can't do. You have to, if there's anyone you got to pick on, it's Benito. There's anyone, not pick on, but if there's anyone you got to make sure you're covering, is Nick Benito. They got 14 sacks this season, and they left him unblocked. Clearly, there was a miscommunication. They broke the huddle too late. Vrabel should have called the timeout. Ball the 22-yard line. When we get back here, Stidham, so far, a touchdown to Sutton, a deep shot of 50 yards to Marvin Mims. Longest pass to Mims this season. U.R. comes out on top, you won't be mad at that. Yep. All right, Pats and the Alms get back in it. They absolutely do. But Drake May, again, he's been very inconsistent this postseason. He's been great the regular season, but this postseason, he's had some issues with turnovers. 6 fumbles, 3 fumbles lost. He's been responsible for 5 turnovers this postseason, and he has not completed 60% of his passes or more. Keep in mind that in the regular season, this is a man who led the NFL in passer rating by completing 72% of his passes, which was number 1 in football. Yes, exactly. Down by 2 scores, May to throw, and I hope May doesn't fumble. Yep, that's the big thing. Again, passing situations with Benito on the blind side. How's it going, Dizzy? Heavy on Pat's first half money line, full game, also 3.5. Yeah, so far, Stidham looking good so far. Stidham looking pretty good. Pepsi trying to reenact the Cola Wars, yes. And appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. 7-0 score for 420 in the chat. It's not a playoff choker. It's his first postseason. You can't be a playoff choker if it's your first postseason. That's not how that works. With a sample size of 1, you can't be a playoff choker. All right, drive number 3. First one went 3 and out. Second one, touchdown. How's it going, Horizon? School videos. Appreciate you a ton. Yeah, I'm loving the videos I'm putting out lately. If you haven't seen the last one, go click the link above. We talk about a scheduling controversy with the AFC Championship involving the Patriots, oddly enough, and West Virginia basketball against Rutgers. If you ever thought I was going to talk about Rutgers basketball on the channel, today's your lucky day. Ball the 22-yard line after the shank there by Behringer. One at the top of the screen, one at the bottom. They're going right to left, 6:33 to go in the first. Tight end in motion to the top of the screen goes Troutman. Now you have trips to the top of the screen, although it looks like a heavy set at this point. Broncos have not run the ball well. 3 carries, no yards. They're going to try running again here with Harvey. Harvey makes one man miss in the backfield, and will get down to the 32-yard line, gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1. It's one of the few successful plays they've run on first down so far. It actually is the first successful first down play they've run that got more than a yard. And R.J. Harvey, the 2nd-round pick out of UCF. And no J.K. Dobbins. He's going to have to step up big time. Harvey last game struggled running the ball. Just 20 yards rushing on 6 carries. The Broncos just 70 yards on the ground that game, about 3 yards a carry. He goes to show that Coach McMurray, Vrabel, and Champagne proven that this year, 100%. Back to his right. One at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right is McLaughlin. Sim in the gun. They're going to go play action. Stidham rolling out. Has his man in the drag route, and now throws on the drag route. Bit late on the throw, but still got it to Pat Bryant on the far side of the field. That's a gain of 2 and a first down at the 34-yard line. Yes, 7 runs in chat, yes. Pat Bryant, the 3rd-round pick this year for the Broncos. Got open on that drag route out of Illinois. Bryant's played a big role in the offense as of late. Didn't do much the first half of the season. Second half of the season, he's caught a pass. He's caught at least 3 passes each of his last 6 games, including the game against Buffalo. 3 catches for 32 yards. And a first down here for the Broncos at the 34-yard line. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left is McLaughlin. Stidham 3 for 5 to start this one. Excuse me, 3 for 6, I should say. Stidham keeps it on the RPO to the 40 and slides down at the 42-yard line. Pat's still very well. He's got legs. He can run it if he needs to. An RPO. That should free up some pressure in the box. Another successful first down play for Denver. Just got to stay on schedule here. And Chason bit. I don't know what Chason was doing there. Chason's job on that as the RPO is always guard the quarterback. I don't know why he was trying to go to the outside. That part's covered. Chason just completely whiffed on his assignment. He completely whiffed on that assignment. Well, this morning there was snow outside my window. Yep, it is. It's bad in New York right now. Bad in the East Coast. Well, that was even in my weather thing because that was 27-0. That was a little bit different because that was a 27-0 game. I formation here, one the bottom of the screen. Harvey in the backfield. They're going to give it to Harvey up the middle, and he is going to muscle his way ahead close to the line to gain. Carlton Davis comes in from the box, making the stop. And that's so stormy. You have everyone stay safe out there if you're in the heart of it. He's just going to get enough for the first down. Gain of 2. I hate Herbert and Lawrence will have rings before they're done. I'm not sure about Herbert. Herbert, I don't think will. You're really fortunate break for the NFL to avoid the snowstorm, both conference championship episodes. Yep, very fortunate that's not New England. Ball the 44-yard line. Broncos running it well this drive so far for not having any success the first 2 drives. Just 0 yards on the ground. First 2 drives. With back-to-back-to-back successful runs. Mims to the bottom of the screen in motion. Head up in the middle of Harvey, and Harvey this time is denied. Harvey gets stopped at the 45-yard line. Up the middle, Robert Spillane on the stop, the former Raider linebacker. Yeah, if the Pats are hosting this week, I have no idea what would have happened. I have no clue. I move it to Monday night. 2nd and 9. Where Hauser was not really back, only Simmons because of Sims. Yeah, Hauser was really good. Just keep taking what they give you. Yep. Control time, possession, control the clock. Meanwhile, injured player for the Patriots. And that's Spillane, the guy who made the tackle. How's it going, Kyle? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you being here. You've been doing Job Academy stuff past the 10-hour OSHA course. Nice. Nice. Yep, those trainings. Yep, the Pats host AFC title game. They moved elsewhere. No, probably moving Monday night. So Spillane is down. The linebacker who just made that tackle. And we will step aside for the moment with an injury timeout here. Again, if you like what you see, the like button, subscribe. Robert Spillane, the leading tackler on the team. 97 tackles this season. Be a big loss to veteran linebacker. If Pats don't lose the Raiders week 1, probably wouldn't be in Denver. Yep, exactly. Who's hurt? Robert Spillane is down. Robert Spillane is down. Yeah, Mid-Atlantic and good old snow, wintry mixed storm. New York is getting pounded right now as well. New York is getting pounded. Storm's not going to until 7 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, then that'll be a problem. Yeah, that'll be a problem then. They might try and play the game. I don't know what's going to happen. Blame Perna the curse wheel. Who the 4-year-old pick? I didn't see the 4-year-old pick this game. Man, played Tuesday or yesterday? Oh, that would have been tough. That would have been interesting. We got a fire from Corey. Appreciate you a ton. Who's the only team to win an AFC championship with a shutout on the road? And then I'll put it to a vote. I appreciate you a ton. Oh, that's a great question. The only team to shut out their opponent on the road. So obviously, like the Dolphins beat the Jets in '82 with a shutout, but that was at home. Now, let me think about this one. Let me think. That's a great question. Only team to do it with a shutout on the road. The Dolphins also did it at home against the Colts. Ooh, with a shutout on the road. Let me think about this one. That's a phenomenal question. Okay, let me think. The Ravens allowed 3 to the Raiders, so that wasn't a shutout. A shutout on the road. Man. That's a great question. Yeah, I gotta think about this one. Let me think for a second. I really know it's so close. Yep, we're getting there. I appreciate you a ton on them, Corey. Let me think about this one. AFL as well. Man. I'm gonna guess Pittsburgh. I'm just gonna guess Pittsburgh. No, Bucks. No, that's NFC. That's NFC. Right, NFC would be Bucks. Yep, NFC would be Bucks Rams. But AFC, we're just talking AFC. After the injury, backing away to the top of the screen, won the bomb back to his left here at the 45-yard line. Let's see against Pittsburgh. Hand off to Harvey on the draw play. That one, nothing doing. That run going nowhere. Now an obvious passing down situation is Craig Woodson, the 4th-round pick, gets the stop. 3rd and 9. And my weather fan with a tree fitting. I love it. Appreciate you, man. Colts over Browns. That was That was NFL championship, not AFL. 3.50 cents for every inch of snow on Long Island. Yep, it's a lot of snow right now. My dog, like, can't walk. My sister's dog literally cannot walk in the snow. It's insane right now. Third down, Stidham, pressure, middle of the field. Behind his man, incomplete, low throw, and Sutton this time cannot make the grab, guarded by Gonzalez. And they'll have to punt it away. Was open, but the pressure forced the errant throw off the back foot. Oh, wait, if we're counting, I was only thinking about the merger. I was only thinking with the merger. So yeah, Bill starts, yeah. I was only thinking with the merger on that one. So fourth down, have to punt it away. We got a fire from Corey, the corrector of 65 Bills, who shut out the Chargers 23-0. Yeah, I was only thinking since the merger on that one. My bad on that one. That's a great question. The punt here goes to the end zone for a touchdown. Crawshaw had a great punt last time. This one not so much as it rolls harmlessly into the end zone. 55 yards with just 35 yards of net passing over the 20-yard line. I appreciate you a ton, Corey, on that one. I appreciate you. They should go for a 4th and 9 in their own territory? Why? Why would you go for a 4th and 9 in your own territory? That makes no sense. You got to catch that one? Yep. Well, wasn't a good throw. That was it behind him. Yeah, that's a great question. I was only thinking since the merger, so it got me there. Right? NFC, it's happened a few times. First down, the 20 for the Pats. Just one first down so far. Oh, from the tour. Oh, come on. You guys are coming in hot right now. I appreciate all you guys a ton. It's been an insane stream right now. It's been an insane stream. You guys are insane. I love you guys. That should get you back in 2. That should get back in the 2 spot. Every donation counts as triple during the game. Pats just one first down so far. Their first 2 drives. 2 at the bottom of the screen. They struggling so far. In the backfield for the first time is Henderson. The second round pick it up Ohio State. He'll get the ball. And the speedster will go up the middle down to the 24-yard line. Gain of 4 for Justin Sternad on the stop. And Henderson and Stevenson maybe the best 1-2 punch in the NFL at running back. Henderson didn't play a lot the first half of the season, but second half finally found his role. Played very well against the Bucs, and from there, turned on the Jets. Over 1,000 yards from scrimmage this year, and the last time out in that game against the Texans. Didn't do a lot, just 25 yards rushing on 12 carries. 2nd and 6, 2 at the top of the screen. May, play action, trying to roll out, has a man the flat, not there, so now going to get sacked to the 14-yard line. Thrown down on the play. It's K. Robinson, the 4th round pick out of Alabama. Q with the stop. 3rd and long. Broncos defense has come to play. Was looking in the flat. Wasn't there for the tight end Hunter Henry. Then was looking on the drag route. Nothing there. And good job there by Robinson avoiding the face mask call. He let go of the face mask immediately. My dad, say the horse girls won. My dad sent me My Little Pony gift. Oh, that's amazing. With the Umusumi assist. 3rd down. They're going to send 4. May has time just to check it down the flat on the near side. Incomplete. Looking for Stevenson. Not there. And it's a quick 3 and out once again. Just one first down the first 3 drives. Broncos defense coming to play. Even if that was complete, it was going to be well shy of the sticks because coming in on him to make the stop would have been Janae Barron, the 1st round pick out of Alabama. Or Texas, I should say. I don't know why I said Bama. I said because Robinson was Bama. 4th down, punting from his own end zone is Varinger. Last punt only went about 30 yards. This one, can he get off a better punt here? He can. Fielded at the 43-yard line and brought down immediately. Great job there by the gunner on the Patriots, taking him down immediately. And that is Schuler on the stop. So Broncos starting at the 41-yard line here. 40 yards of net, roughly, when we get back. If you like what you see, the like button, subscribe, helps out a ton on the channel as we try to grow this community even more. At least have a championship game for the losing fan base was 51-3. That also, I'd say Eagles-Niners is up there as well. With Josh Johnson, I mean, that game was going to be terrible from the start. Yeah, Joseph Elvis case for the Cardinals stop. Oh, yep. I would love that. Believe me, I want him to go to the Cardinals and not get Campanelli. I would love that. Only AFC team is shouting down team in the AFC Championship was the Dolphins. Yep, versus the Steelers and the Jets. Yep, 72 and 82. I thought, no, the Steelers didn't do it. It was 34-5. And that was 34-5. Yeah, Raider fans started watching the second half of a game down 51-3. I don't even know how you do that. Yeah, player on Denver looked like John Elway to the Broncos event time sheet. I'm in the DMV. This most overhyped snowstorm for area lease. Yeah, it depends on where you are, British Sherpa. Like in the Northeast and like in New York, it was worth the hype. It was worth the hype. Let's see if starting the 40 again leads to a touchdown. Yep, Broncos a very good field position. Very good field position so far. Joe's been interviewed for any coaching jobs yet. He's a finalist for the Cardinals, it seems like. Why can't the Pats get anything going? Offensive line is not doing well right now. Offensive line is not doing a whole lot. May's been pressured a lot. Yeah, Tom knows I streamed San Diego State game. Yes, I did do that yesterday. I was busy yesterday. I missed it out, man. Yeah, at least they won. At least they won that game. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to do it, but then we had to change of plans because of the Mike McCarthy news. I couldn't do the Maryland game. 6 division winners in baseball. I'm going with the Blue Jays, Tigers. I'm going to go with the... Actually, yeah, we'll go Tigers on that one. We'll go Astros, although I think Mariners are right in this thing. I think it's going to be like neck and neck. Phillies, Cubs, Dodgers. Right down to Tyson, both at home, yep. Yep, that makes sense, Summer. I get that. Okay, if you like what you see, the like button, subscribing, and we're going to do the AFC Championship later today, so make sure you're here for that. I'll link that stream when the time comes. I should also note, with that, you'll redirect to that stream as well. And appreciate all you guys being here for this game. Click that link above to watch today's video if you haven't seen it yet. We talk about a controversy in the AFC Championship. And we go live all the time talking about random controversies in NFL history. Yeah, Broncos one of the best defensive lines of all time, up there with the 84 Bears. Corey with a 10, I appreciate you a ton on that one. In the 97 wildcard game between the Vikings and the Giants, most underrated game ever, underrated playoff game ever, I can't think better games more underrated than that one. I would go 94 divisional Dolphins-Chargers is underrated. No one talks about that game, but 94 divisional Dolphins-Chargers was a heck of a game. But 97, Dennis Screen, some horrible clock management that somehow we got away with. But I will give you that one, Corey. I will give you that one. That was a great, great game. That was a great one. I'm going to get your names on the board at the end of the quarter as well. Anyone doing it's $10, extra name on the LED board. Two at the bottom of the screen. They're going right to left. Sun trying to come out of Denver. Yes, it is. I appreciate you a ton on that one, Corey, as well. Hand off up the middle to McLaughlin. McLaughlin down to the 46-yard line, we'll say. Gain of 3. Happens on on the Ravens and Orioles. A bit too well known. I think it's a little bit too well known. Maybe at some point. I feel like that story's a bit too well known. Because I remember that one happening. I think maybe it's not too well known. Astros are going to regress. Wait a minute, I hope so. Stoyanovich, yep. Oh, man, that kick, yep. Yeah, I think that's the most underrated playoff game no one talks about. No one talks about Chargers Dolphins 94. I don't think NFL Throwbacks uploaded a video on that. That's when you know. Gotta get this playoff. Sit him in the gun. Two at the bottom of the screen. As Ingram motions, they're going to give it to Ingram in the flat on the near side to the 50, and the former Jaguars tight end acquired in free agency this year. He gets out of bounds right at the line to gain. Should be enough for the first down at the 47-yard line. Yeah, Blue Jays guards, Mariners, Phils, Brews, Dodgers. Don't hate that at all. All right. Yeah, Mets, we'll see what the Mets this year. Obviously, the Peralta trade's big. Put a poll up at the end of one. Broncos in front. Who do you think wins this one? Who hits wildcards in the AL and the NL? I'm going to go Padres, Brewers, Braves. Oh, no, wait, hang on. No, Padres, Mets, Braves. And then in the AL, we're going to go Yankees, Red Sox, Mariners. That's my guess. Somebody Davis might have a coaching job? I mean, Buffalo's talking about him. Which family fares better? Oh, Mary J. Blige. I mean, I love Side of the Family Stone, but I think that one's better. Corey with another $5. You are insane, my man. I appreciate you a ton on that one. Appreciate you a ton. Great answer on that one. My opinion, it's the best AFC divisional game ever. It's not the best. I think 13 seconds was the best. But it's up there. Yeah, 13 seconds for my money. I know, like, Chargers Dolphins was incredible. That was an A-plus game. But the Chiefs against the Bills was the best AFC divisional game ever. I do love Jaguars Steelers as a Jaguars fan. Obviously, it's not the best game ever, but it was really, really good. That was a great game, but not the best game of that day because they had Saints Vikings later that day. Let me get your name on the LED boards. Well, the Mets, they have a lot of money, and I think last year they just kind of choked. I think they'll bounce back this year. Saints and Niners, well, that's NFC. That was NFC. NFC, that's definitely, yeah. What, that was the best divisional game ever? Well, we're talking AFC. Again, we're talking AFC. Saints Niners is a great pick for NFC. That's a great pick for the NFC divisional game ever. Yeah, Easton 2 All-Stars for the lineup. Yep. Wait, so what do you think is the best divisional game ever? I mean, I have Chiefs Bills. That game was insane. That game was nuts. Phillies aggressively trying to get rid of last year of the Castellanos contract for opening day. Yeah, they couldn't bring back Short. They couldn't make the moves for agency they needed to, I should say. And we're waiting for the tour. Mets to make the playoffs for winning 80 games. I would have said that 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I would have said that. But all of a sudden, Cohen's being a little bit aggressive. I think they might sneak in there. I think they definitely could sneak in. Screw Jaguars Steelers. Who predicted Sim Darnold? Well, no one. No one could have. Pats and Bears are hosting this round's playoff games. How the NFL handle the extreme weather? I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. Oh, yeah, I think Miami's a great one as well. Yes. Yes, that was a phenomenal one. Dolphins Chargers, underrated playoff game. Yep, that was a really good one. All right, first down the 47-yard line. Yeah, I don't know how they would have handled it with the weather. I don't know, because it's a safety issue in terms of getting there with the roads. Might have moved this to Monday night. To the bottom of the screen, play action. They're going to send 4. Stidham in the flat on the near side. Finds this man, McLaughlin. Now has to make a few men missing. Cuts upfield. Down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of 1. They close on McLaughlin pretty quickly there. 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line. Yeah, I think Miami might be the best divisional game ever. That or 13 seconds. Dolphin Jags, yeah, that was a legendary one. My PTSD as a Steelers fan has been triggered. Yeah, Dolphin Jags, that was a fun one. Yeah, they benched the starters for 12 minutes ago in the first half. Shows you how good the Jaguars were that game. You guys are insane tonight. I appreciate you guys a ton. It's 6-9-86 for the Mets. Yep. Why the Padres are rotation is incomplete. Musgrove and King are coming off injuries. Padres are just a team that always seems to be in it. They're always a thorn on the D-back side. 3 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Back to his right here is Harvey. Stidham takes in the gun. They're going to send 4. Stidham looks near side curl route. That's caught by Sutton. His second grab of the day at the 40-yard line on the near side. 3rd and 3. I got the bot. Colts Chiefs. That was a fun one with the wild card game. With that comeback. Was that 34-10? Yeah, that was one of the craziest comebacks in wild card history. Yeah, what a start for the Chiefs that season. Started 9-0 and then to have that be the end. 3rd down, Stidham 6 for his last 7 after starting 0 for 3. They're going left to right this time. Pat's going right to left. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 the bomb back to his right here. Stidham takes it in the gun. They'll send 4. Looking, far side, out route, caught. First down, the 36-yard line. They'll get him in field goal range. Lil Jordan Humphrey with a big grab there. He meant some potential to be better this year. Yep. Yeah, but at 3rd, I'm not sure about, but he's got a good bat. So ball the 36 gain on 4 for Lil Jordan Humphrey. The former Saints wideout who played under Sean Payton for a little bit. Hasn't done much in Denver this year. 9 catches for 101 yards. But had a touchdown last week in the divisional. I think it's a big 3rd down conversion there. Last broadcast save of the season. Yep, I'm sweating. I appreciate you a ton on that one. Delayed handoff here goes to Harvey, and Harvey makes one man miss to the 30 and cuts upfield to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Christian Ellis on the stop. Best wildcard round game? I mean, for me, I'm going with the Jaguars game against the Chargers. But that's me as a Jaguar fan. That's me as a Jaguar fan. We do have a hiring to announce later. A buyer sells Blazers are selling. We do have a hiring to announce that the Jaguars just made. 2nd and 1. It's nothing crazy. Fullback here up the middle, and that's going to get the first down. Just killing clock, keeping on the ground down to the 23-yard line. Adam Prentice. Gain of 3 and a first. Just going up the gut. Yeah, I think it's better 3rd than short. Team's going to gash right now. Yep. Broncos just staying on schedule. The Jaguars have hired a run game coordinator. They've hired Brian Piucci from Tampa Bay. Obviously, the run game for the Bucs with White and Irving was very good with Cohen in 2024. So they reunite now that he is available, seeing as Bowles changed his staff and whatnot. I got the bot. Yeah, Bills Oilers. Yeah, that's a good one as well. Have in the middle here, down to the 21-yard line. 2nd and 8. Broncos is dominating time possession right now. Yeah, what are the good wildcard games? I mean, Jaguars Steelers 07 was phenomenal as well. That was a great game. That was a really good wildcard game. Bears Packers was a fun one this year. Fullback lives matter on that one with Princess. Yep. We've had some good ones. Bills Browns back in the 80s. Giants Rams. 89. 2 at the bottom of the screen, back to his left. Stidham takes it. They're going to send 4. Stidham, second read, not there. Now flushed out to the far side. Going to take off and run for the second time today. Or third time today. Yeah, second time today, I should say. He's down to the 20-yard line on the far side of the field, taken down by Millen Williams. It's right Sports 500 as well, yeah. Third down. Broncos in the red zone. Chance to get a 2-score game. Yeah, Broncos Steelers as well, yes. 2011. The Ajay Avi killing us, yep. As a Jaguar fan, I'm going Jaguar starters. This is the best wildcard game. And $10 more gets your name on that leaderboard. I appreciate you guys a ton for tuning in. And we'll flip the helmets out for Seahawks Rams later today. 3rd and 8. Your final score square low inside was actually with 1 score and a half. Yep. It's crazy to think about. But you never felt the Lions had a chance in that one. 2 at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. 3 on the clock. Stidham trying to get off in the gun and does with 1. With Beatty in the backfield, Stidham flushed out to the near side, looking to throw on the run. Now going to take off and run, turn the corner to the 15. Dives to the 14, and now a decision. 4th and 1. 51-45. Yep, the Packers-Cardinals game. Yep. Yep, that's a top one as well. So a decision time. On one hand, you kick the field goal, make it a 2-score game. On the other hand, you're dominating right now with time possession. This Pats defense is gassed. They've been on the field this entire quarter. Do you make it a 2-score game here? Or do you go for it on 4th and 1? We'll see what Payton decides to do. Personally, I'm kicking. In a game like this, points are at a premium, I'm kicking the ball. I'm not going for it here. They're in the huddle with 4 seconds, and now they'll burn a timeout. I will put a poll up. I'll let you guys decide. Yeah, Pat's Rares, yep. I will let you guys decide. Broncos have 1 timeout left. You're going for it. Personally, I'm taking the points. Personally, in a game like this, you got a backup quarterback out there. Points are at a premium. Make it 2 scores. I get going for it. I get it. But I'm not doing it here. I'm not. I make it 2 scores. It's a game of possessions. Now, if it's 3-0, I'm going for it. 3-0, I would go. But not 7-0. And man, it is split down the middle. It is split down the middle. 50-50 in terms of whether you want to go for it or not. 4th and 1. They're leaving the offense on the field. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. I formation. They motion Humphrey over. They're going. Play action. Stidham fires in the flat on the near side. Intercepted. They go for it. Now they're saying it hit the ground. Either way, would have been at the same exact yard line. Craig Woodson makes the stop. And the Broncos do not take the points. Pats take over the 14-yard line. And it remains a 1-score game. So that long drive, nothing doing. I did not agree with that at all. Johnston with a tour. Back pitch and CCWB coach after her career. I'm going to go fixture on that one. I think she's going to go into the media after that. She'll have way more money and way more lucrative opportunities in the media. Which game do you want Johnston to get you the call for? Yeah, bad play call too. Yeah, exactly. Bad play call as well. Close off half the field. Yep, kicking the playoffs and 4th down. Yep, I'm not crazy about that call. Not crazy about that. Dumb decision? No, not dumb decision, but I would not have gone for it. Which game do you want, John Sturgett? You wanted... Oh, wait. I'm trying to remember which one you wanted. The shortest arm punt of all time. You're definitely kicking the slow screen. Would I call it a dumb decision? No. No, but I would have kicked. I would have kicked on that one. And all that hard work for nothing. Saying go for it here. How many times will they get that far down the field? We're making a 2-score game. Again, 3-0, I get it, but I think you make it a 2-score game. With a backup quarterback especially, I'm not giving the Pats same momentum. Make it a 2-score game. Get you on Savior. If Evan's playing well, that 1 year was not going to come. Dr. George gifting 10 memberships. Get you on the call. Who's got these? D. Lawson, Kreiner, Not, Nicholas loves stadiums, Blind Boy Game, I recognize all this few. Michael J. Michael Jensen, Boglout, Green Beagle, Stay Pump, and Robert Landrum. I'm guessing you won St. John's. Yeah, 96 points scored in that playoff game. That was insane, that one. Yeah, I'm taking the points there. Appreciate you guys a ton. Which game do you want? Get you on the call for. I'm guessing St. John's. Demonstration for pain given the circumstances? Nah, not yet. Not yet. But I don't agree with it at all. I don't agree with it. Appreciate that a ton. Get your name on the board as well. And $10 more gets your name on that board. Why throw? You could just go fullback. Yeah, have the fullback dive. That worked earlier. Worked earlier in the drive. Thank you for that. Yes. If he wants one, yes. If Evan's playing well, that you're always going to come into premium, so he's on personnel for. Yeah. Came to effect, the Broncos O-line got blown up on that play. Yep, defense front 7-1 easily. Yep, St. John's, perfect. No, not St. He doesn't teach at St. John's, but he did go to St. John's. Get you on. Counts as a 3 times multiplier. Yeah, dumb play call, at the least. But I bet this J-Down maybe revisited St. down the line. Could be. Yep. Could be down the line, yep. All right, 7-0 your score. If you like what you see, that like button, subscribe. Just coming hot today. I appreciate you guys a ton on this one. I don't know why it says... I think it thinks that the names are stocks. I don't know why it does that. I'd say New England take advantage of the pick. Well, it wasn't a pick. It was that ball off the ground. Woodson hit the ground on that one. Either way, see if they can take advantage of the stop that they made defensively. It remains a 1-score game. Remember, the Pats get the ball for the second half. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Pats just 1 first down the first 3 drives. Back to his right. May's going to take it. They're going to send 4. Pressure off the edge. And trying to get to him and does. Initial hit there by Jonathan Cooper. Then thrown down at the 11-yard line for a loss of 3 by DJ Jones. This Bronco defense has come to play. Another sack there. And May's got no time to work with. You got to take the points. Yep, I'm with you there. 3-0 I go for it. 7-0 no. But Bronco defense might make that all a moot point. Cooper coming in off the edge. It's blown by the tackle there, Morgan Moses. And then finishing him off. A whole slew of Broncos. 2nd and 13. All you got to do is get the field goal, take Detroit. This is Super Bowl. 2nd down. May in the gun. Takes it. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. They're going to send 4. May. Looking near side. Open. Incomplete. Bit wobbly on that one. Demario Douglas pop trying to make that grab. But overthrown. And run out of room. 3rd and 13. Hufanga on the coverage as well. Hitting him just for extra measure. And it was going to backfire before they even did it. Yep, I'm with you on that one. Remind me of Jaguars Bills. Speaking of which, Giants hiring Chris Horton, the Ravens special teams coordinator, as their new special teams coordinator. 3rd and 13. 8:36 to go. And just 1 first down for the Pats. Their first 4 drives. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left. May takes it. They'll send 4 this time. May. Clean pocket, middle of the field. And that's caught at the 30-yard line. 2nd first down today. And that's Mac Hollins. The return of the Mac. He was ruled active today. He gets a first down. Keeps the drive alive at the 31-yard line. Just the 2nd first down for the Pats today. Mac Hollins didn't know if he was going to play or not. There, this game with 550 yards receiving. Has not played since the Ravens game back on December 21st in that comeback game on Sunday Night Football. 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, my formation here. Pats some breathing room. Handoff here goes to Stevenson. First run of the drive. He'll get the ball moving for a gain of 2 down to the 33-yard line up the gut. 2nd and 8. Will Campbell's not that good. No, I've never been high on Will Campbell. With the short arms, I've never been high on him. But do his autograph. 2nd and 8. 7:40 to go in the first half. Again, Pats get to start the second half. So just something to keep an eye out on. The Pats do get the ball. A chance to double dip. Potentially, depending on how long this drive is. Pats milked a lot of clock against the Texans in the 4th quarter. Had a long drive against the Texans, pinned inside their own end zone. 1 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom, 2 in the backfield here. Booty to the bottom of the screen. May, they're going to send 5. He's going hitch route, middle of the field. That's caught the 37 by Diggs. Thrown down by Surtain, brings up 3rd and 4. So back-to-back completions for Drake May. Trying to get into a rhythm here. 3rd and 3. Over 42.5 looked like the right choice, taking the under. Yep, I took the under in this one. I had 24-10 Pats, so I went the under. 3rd down here. 7 minutes to go in the first half. They break the huddle, and they're going right to left. Broncos left to right. Bancher is not playing around today. No, he is not. No, he is not. 1 at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom. May takes it. They're going to send 4. May. First read out there. 2nd read out there. Going to try and take off and run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Offensive line collapses, and Zach Allen gets the stop. No sack, but got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, and the Pats left a punt. So no harm done. Fourth down. Pats get their 2nd first down of the drive, but 4 drives, 4 punts. Yeah, Carl Horn finally had stopped. I don't even know what that was. The punt here by Behringer. He gets it away. This one, fair catch called for and made by Mims at the 17-yard line. 46-yard punt, no return on the play. Broncos take over with just under 6 to go in the first half. When we get back here. Shamar with an RPO. Yep. That's why the one further know the defense got him. Yeah, I think that's why you kick it, though. I think that's exactly why you kick it. So your defense has you make it a 2-score game. I think that's exactly the way you kick it. You flip field, but you don't score on punts. Nope. Feel good, Ink. Yep. Feel good on that one. All right. You Dolphins hired Slowick. I don't hate it. His play calling was predictable, but I'm not sure. Again, CJ Stroud was pretty bad this past season. I'm not sure how much of that was Slowick or not. Ball at the 17. When we get back here, if you like what we see, that like button, subscribe, helps out a ton on the channel. We got Seahawks Rams later today. That should be a fun one. Final score will be 10-7. It's going to be pretty low scoring. Amazing how right now the offensive line is doing no favors for him. Offensive line is in a whole lot of trouble. Drake May took 47 sacks this season. Got sacked on 9% of dropbacks. Broncos pressure the quarterback better than anyone. They get to the quarterback better than anyone in football. So bad they can't play. No one should go to the final. Defensively, Broncos are legit. Broncos win 7-0. You know, at this rate, why the heck not? Why the heck not? So ball to 17 when we get back here. Broncos going left to right. Again, Pats get the ball for the second half. So you want a long drive here. Make it a 2-score game. Don't give them a chance to double dip. Super Bowl is Broncos Seahawks, who's famous, will show up to the game more. Oh, they both show out. They would both show out, but I would assume... I think we're pretty even. They're pretty split. They both haven't been in about a decade. Both close geographically, relatively speaking. I was going for 13 best in football. I always feel it's going to be upper half of heart. Yep. Again, CJ Stroud was not good last year, but also was not good under Slowick. So I don't know if that's a him issue or a Slowick issue. I don't know what that is, but we'll see. I'm not excited about the staff that they're building. I'm not too excited about what Dolphins are building right now with their staff. And maybe 50 feet down the middle too. I think so. All right, ball the 17-yard line here. 5:48 to go in the first half in Denver. If you like what you see, that like button, subscribe. Help us grow this community even more. Trying to get to 100K, hopefully 75K. We have videos every day on here about the weird and wacky history of the NFL, including a video today about a conference championship dilemma. Click that link above to join that one. Your drink will always be Lord of my heart. Left side was a mismatch for the Broncos Patriots. Yep. Absolutely. 5:50 to go. We got a fire from Johnson. Appreciate you a ton. Get to it after this play. Two on the top, one on the bottom, two in the backfield. Stidham, sweep play to the near side. Then Harvey cuts up the middle, breaks the tackle down to the 22. 2nd and 5. So Johnson with the 5. Appreciate you a ton on that one. I found it for Dumb moves on from 2 in the offseason. If Thing gets one to buy out the contract, fact. I think so. I think this point 2 is a lost cause with all the injuries. If I was at that contract, you have to eat a lot of money, but if you can buy him out, potentially, yes, I think fact. I don't think he's going to start for them next season. I'll put it that way. Appreciate the 5 on that one, man. You guys are insane this stream. I love you guys. To the double screen, to the bomb, back to his left. Stidham takes him again. They're going to send for Stidham. Slam pass, middle of the field. Sutton behind him, incomplete. Gonzalez on the coverage. Thrown a bit behind him. Brings up 3rd and 5. Give him a Pats defense, force a 3 and out. That was Jay Leno's house, yep. I think on this drive, if you kick, you can, yep. Especially for the half when the Pats get the ball. Exactly. But that's why we've done before, but not possessions, not points. I'm a possessions guy with that. 3rd and 5. Can the Pats defense force a 3 and out? 3 stacked up at the top of the screen, 1 on the bottom. Now they're going to motion to the bottom of the screen, motioning Lil Jordan Humphrey. Got a big 3rd down grab earlier on the last drive. They'll try and look his way here. Not there, so go and drag around on the near side, and Mims stretches for the first. He's got it. Marcus Jones on the stop, but he got the first of the 27. Good job there by Stidham going through his reads and hitting his man on the drag route. And for Lil Jordan Humphrey was not available initially. Let's just make sure. Yep, he stretched that ball across. That knee's not down. That's an easy first down. Put it at the 27-yard line. The Broncos have not gone 3 and out since the opening drive. 8-2 in total first downs, about a 100-yard difference in total yards. They lead 7-0. Elijah Moore in motion at the bottom of the screen. The former second-round pick by the Jets and with the Browns. Handoff of the middle to McLaughlin. He'll get about 5. 2nd and 5. Broncos started to run the ball a lot better than they were the first quarter. Started to find a bit of a rhythm in that department. Last game against the Bills, again, struggled on the ground. Only averaged 3 yards a carry. 70 yards on 22 carries. Pat Bryant, by the way, questionable with a hamstring injury, so you're going to see a lot more Elijah Moore if he cannot go. 2nd and 5, under 4 minutes to go in the first half. I formation here. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Now they're going to motion to the bottom, Elijah Moore. Stidham, stretch play here to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, we brought down by Chason right at the 33-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up. That time Chason does his job on run defense. Whiffed on the RPO earlier. The read option with Stidham earlier. Not saying the edge, but does his job there. Former first-round pick by the Jaguars out of LSU. Former Raider as well. It's been great for the Patriots this season, especially in the playoffs. That game he had against the Chargers was phenomenal. 3rd and 4. They're 1 for 1 on 3rd down this drive. Went to Mims last time. They got motion Trump out to the bottom of the screen. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Now Trevor motions back as a blocker. Back to his right here as well. 4 on the play clock. Stidham, 2, 1. Gets it off. They're going to send the house. They're sending 6-Sim off his back foot. Just going to fumble that ball away. That's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Pats of the 12s to the 10-5 touchdown. We'll see if they rule it a pass. No signal yet. Stidham trying to argue that he threw that ball. There is a flag. If it is, I mean, that's intentional grounding. If there was a pass, that is intentional grounding. Stidham cannot handle the heat. They send 6. Is that a fumble? Is that a pass? I'm assuming the flag is grounding. A lot to sort out here. Still no signal yet by the officials. They got to him with 6. Intentional grounding is the call. They're going to say that was a pass. Loss of down, bring up 4th. They're going to say he threw that ball. Let's double check. Let's double check this. Did Stidham throw this ball? Is that the right call? Stidham. I think he threw it. I want to see the reverse angle. Christian Ellis on the hit. No, go back. No, not that angle. Go back. I'll get hip flip. No, that's... No, we don't need the tackle. Why are they showing the tackle box? That's irrelevant. Didn't reach the line of scrimmage. That's irrelevant, CBS. That's not the angle. They didn't show the angle. How does CBS's one team not show the angle on that one? We need the reverse angle that's not halfway while he's throwing the ball. I don't need an angle of him in the pocket because it's irrelevant because it has to reach the line of scrimmage. Come on, CBS. You're better than this. Vrabel's got his challenge flag out. Okay, finally, they're going to show it. Finally. That's a pass. Yep, it's a chest pass. How's it going, Mike? Appreciate you tuning in. That's a chest pass. That's a chest pass. And let's see. Is that backwards? Well, no, it got deflected. He got rid of it with a chest pass, and then it got deflected. So again, let's see. Ellis on the hit. It got deflected by Ellis after he threw the ball. So that's a forward pass. That's a shovel pass. A forward pass. The thing got deflected. Very similar to the Trayvon Walker play against the Bengals in week 2. Yeah, that's a chest pass. Yeah, they're challenging it. Yep. They're challenging it. But again, is it backwards or did he make contact with it? I mean, the ball went backwards, but I think Ellis deflected it. So it wouldn't be backwards. Oh, they do give it to New England. Okay, wow. They're giving it to New England. Well, they blew the whistle early in that case. May slam pass that's caught by Booty at the 6-yard line. Gain of 6. Well, then they blew the whistle early. Pats force a turnover. And ball at the 7 here. Pats can kill a lot of clock here. Broncos only have 1 timeout. And I thought he deflected that to go backwards, but I should have just let that play out. And they rule it a fumble. So no scoop and score. Pats get in the red zone, though. 2nd and 4. One of the top 3 of the bottom. May, QB draw to the 5. Mason, they'll get a touchdown anyways. They will get their touchdown. Might have been whistled dead earlier, but not that time. Drake May runs it in and ties the game with an extra point pending. Six, 7 now. Drake May on the QB draw. Extra point. Is good with Borregales. Fourth down conversion. Yep, it's why I take the points. Exactly why I take the points. Against a backup quarterback. Points for the premium. 7-all. Broncos have time to go down the field. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. It's 7-all, so at least the Pats get their touchdown. 2 plays later. He's on switch on the director, yep. At least they get their touchdown. Yeah, exactly, Banjo. I don't get it. Selling out the offense? No, I would not be. But the offense does not look good today, and despite that, with just 3 first downs, the game is tied. And you got the ball to start the half. But on the right call? I don't know, actually. I don't know. No, I'm not doing demonstrate basic hindsight. Again, I said at the time, I would have gone for the field goal, but it's not a dumb decision. But I said at the time. Again, I'm kicking the field goal in that spot. 7-all your score. You're not having a stupid fumble. Wouldn't be having that conversation. So Broncos will get it back with about 2:11 to go in the first half. Again, if you like what you see, that like button, subscribe. Help us the channel out. Time to try to grow this community a bit more. Yeah, Plav coach starts to feel whatever it is. Yep. Fumble that was skipping game for me. I don't know if that pass was deflected. I honestly, like, obviously it went backwards. The ball went backwards. He threw it with his chest. But if that went backwards, I don't know if Ellis got a hand on that one. Then force it. It's very similar to Trayvon Walker play. Now, it didn't matter at the end of the day. They got their touchdown. But still, you can't blow the whistle early. You can't blow it. Let's run this up for JG. Appreciate you a ton, Dizzy, on that one. I mean, again, the ball went backwards, but I think it was Ellis that forced it to go backwards and not Stidham on the throw, if that makes sense. I thought it was deflected backwards. But it's not the same thing. Yeah, I mean, Ren in general is just a cesspool right now. Ren in general is insane. Like, any conversation on Reddit is just like a mess at this point. Kickoff here. Borregales into the end zone for a touchback. They're not going to let the Broncos special teams have any opportunities here. They're going to be like, you know what, Jared, sit him. Go 65 yards on us. 2:11 and a timeout to work with. Pats have ball 3, so they can get a chance to get the ball back. If they get the stop they need. First down, the 35-yard line. Broncos going left to right. Tied at 7 in the AFC Championship here. Stidham touchdown pass to Sutton on the second drive. Broncos offense has driven the ball well as of late, but bad turnovers at bad times. So you're going to send 4. Stidham, second read not there. Now pressured again. Chason can't get the sack. Sim going to throw that ball away in the direction of Mims. Out of bounds. That will stop the clock. It's a free timeout for the Patriots as well, because they get the 2-minute warning. So if you force a 3-and-out here, you can call a timeout and have 2 timeouts to work with a chance to double dip. But Chason off the edge, getting by Mike McGlinchey, the veteran, former first-round pick tackle. Now the Pats have a timeout on the 2-minute warning if you force a 3-and-out. Stidham with pressure has not looked the greatest. 1 on the top, 3 of the bottom. They're going to send 4. Stidham, slam pass. It's caught at the 40, and that is a first down at the 45. R.J. Harvey. They just get out of his hands quickly. That's how you attack the Pats right now with the pressure they're forcing. The pressure they're setting. Just get it out quick. Game at 10, and now you can go if you're the Broncos. So much for that. Yeah, I would have kicked the field goal, Lonnie. I would have kicked the field goal. Central ground should count as a sack for the defender. It should. Yes, it should. Right, not obviously played. Yeah, tough call, but not obviously played. All right, let me take subs only mode off since we're at halftime. Yeah, you can't blow the whistle. That's the big thing there. You can't blow the whistle. Either way, it doesn't end up mattering. All right. Take up subs only. Where's fast defense there? Well, they're setting pressure. At this point, they realize if you get to Sim, Sim's gonna just turn into a pumpkin. Sim looks comfortable with time. It's a must-have the air. When Stidham's got time, he looks very comfortable. But when he doesn't have time, he's throwing off his back foot, he's backpedaling 20 yards. It's not great. So, the Pats know, just got to get some pressure. The Giants are hiring Denard Wilson as their defensive coordinator, not Zach Orr. So the Giants with John Harbaugh not bringing in Zach Orr as the DC. Denard Wilson, the former DC of the Tennessee Titans, is now the new DC of the New York Giants as they're trying to fill out their staff. That just broke, according to Mike Garafolo. And appreciate all you guys being here for this one. We're at halftime. There's just hypothetical scenario the Broncos go 10-7 as opposed to punting to the Pats and let them tie 10-7 at the half. I get that. I get it. The Broncos even did their job. Yep. The Broncos even did their job. Not their fault Sim fumbled, obviously. All right, back underway here. The 2-minute warning. Broncos 1 timeout. Pats all 3. Got a lot watch right now, Rick. I appreciate you. What's up for tuning in. We'll be live for the AFC Championship later as well. I'll redirect to that stream once the time comes. That game will kick off probably 6:40 Eastern time over on Fox. We'll be live for that game. Ball at the 45-yard line here. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Back to his right is Beatty. Now they're going to motion Sutton to the bottom of the screen. Still 3 wide, but 2 at the bottom now, 1 at the top. Pat showing blitz. They're going to send the blitz. They're going to send 6. Stidham gets rid of quickly. Middle of the field behind his man. Incomplete. Will Jordan Humphrey the target. Stops the clock with 1:55. Again, Stidham with the blitz does not look good. I'd just be setting pressure on every play from the Pats right now. That throw was well behind. Carlton Davis on the coverage. Fortunate that wasn't intercepted, because they have the safety lurking in. I mean, a throw behind. 2nd and 10. That's the best summer, yes. Stidham in the gun here on 2nd and 10. They're going left to right. 2 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Empty backfield here. They're going to send 4. Stidham sacked at the 36-yard line. Pat should take a timeout here, and they will. Pressured by Barmore. The 5th-year man, Christian Barmore, gets the stop, and it's 3rd and a mile. 2 timeouts left for the Pats. While Simmons been good on 3rd down today, this would take a lot on 3rd and 19. Should it be a good defensive game? Yeah, it could be. It could very well be. It's an offensive struggle right now. You know exactly, Sports Talk, yep. Smarts out there by Vrabel. And the Pats got to start the second half, so a chance for them to double dip if they get the stop here on 3rd and 18. Ball the 37-yard line. Stidham's been pressured a lot this quarter. 2 of the top, 3 of the bottom. Stidham, they're going to send 4. Just going to check it down to Ingram, the tight end, his single rep of the day. I'll try to make some miss in the open field. Cannot do so down at the 49-yard line. He'll get 13, but well shy of a 6, and Vrabel takes his second timeout. Ball in all, not a good thing to start involved. Yep, Broncos, Pats, officials, CBS watch coverage. Yep, it was not great. 4th and 6. And the Pats will get it back with a chance to double dip. Now, the Bronco defense is darn good. Mason pressured a lot. The Broncos only have 1 timeout. If I'm the Pats, knowing I have the ball to start the second half, I would run the ball. I'd play very conservative until you get a first. Once you get a first, then you can go. But until you get a first, I'm not throwing anything deep down the field. If you want to go screen or slant or something like that, that's one thing. But I don't want to give it back to the Broncos. Potentially, it may fumble with the fumbling issues he's had this postseason. How did CBS get botched coverage? They showed the angle of him being in the pocket when it doesn't matter because the ball never reached the line of scrimmage. Crawshaw gets the punt off. This one, fair catch is called for me at the 10-yard line. So Stoney says Stidham would have had a little time to get sacked. Yep. Good job, Romo. 41-yard punt, no return. Again, pin inside your own 10. That's similar to backup. I mean, he hasn't played in 2 years. I'm not trying anything crazy. Pin inside the 10. Again, this is a darn good Broncos defense. Probably got to get to about the 40-yard line to even have a shot at the field goal. You get 50 yards. But it's not impossible by any means. But Behringer's had an inconsistent day punting. I'm not trying anything here. I'm running it. If you get a first down, then you can go. Get a first down, then you go. But the Broncos only have 1 timeout. 3 timeouts, different story. 3 timeouts, very different story. But personally, for me, I'm not going. I'm just running it. They're going to call a draw play. Yep, that's a smart play. Stevenson, he'll be brought down at the 14-yard line. And I would not snap this ball until, I'd say, about 50 seconds on the play clock. Oh, Vrabel wants tempo. Vrabel wants some tempo. Yeah, they're going to line quickly. They're going quickly. All right. 1 of the top, 3 of the bottom. Back to his right. Risky strategy against this defense. May take something on. They're going to send 4. Pressure off the edge. May fires me on the field. Henry incomplete. And that's the issue, because now that stops the clock. Oh, I did not agree with that. At all. I think pin this deep. You're getting the balls for the second half. If you get a first down, then you go. But I would not have done that. Because now if you don't get the first down... Broncos get it back with pretty good field position. 1 of the top, 2 of the bottom, back to his left. May takes it. They're going to send 4. Pass in the flat. That's caught by Henry. And he stops short of the sticks, and the Broncos will take their final timeout. Oh, that was so dumb on Vrabel's part. Oh, that was so dumb on Vrabel's part. Now that's bad coaching on Vrabel. That's the problem. Pin inside the 10, get the ball starts at half. Worst case, you're tied. I just run there. Now, if they have 3 timeouts, different story, but with 1, you can basically play for a first down to get it, then you go, and if you don't, the Broncos don't get it back. Oh. Now the Broncos chance with good field position here. And Behringer's been inconsistent today. This punt here with 55 seconds. Gets it off, fielded at the 40, taken to the 45, and down at the 49-yard line by Mims. They have no timeouts, but they have pretty good field position here. A net of under 40. Just 43 yards in the air. The mile-high altitude, only 43 yards in the air. That is not what you needed. Broncos have an near midfield, only about a first down away from field goal range. Let's go dizzy from the toilet. Nice. Watch while dumping. Yeah, now that was dumb. Yep. That's a dumb decision. Yeah, the Broncos needed that. That's not hindsight. At least I get the argument for the field goal versus the 4th and 1. That was dumb. There's no reason to give the Broncos a free possession. Hey, if you're at the 30-yard line, different story. If you're at the 30, I get it. But not the 10. Not inside the 10 where you're starting in your own end zone. At the 30, yes, I'm okay with that. Yeah, that could be a dumb decision. To the top, to the bottom, Stidham. In the gun, they're going to send 4. Stidham. Drag route, caught by Harvey, breaks a tackle, can he get out of bounds? He will be able to and gets the first down as well. Poor tackling there. Broncos get gifted a free possession with the poor clock management by Vrabel. And they get 11 to the 42-yard line, clearly in field goal range. R.J. Harvey makes a man miss. Great job there by Stidham leading him, as it looked like you had a guy closing in on him. At linebacker. I believe that was Ellis closing in on him. No, Gibbons, my apologies. It was Gibbons closing in on him. Broncos, no timeouts. Plenty of time to get even closer. Ball at the 40. They're going to send 4. Stidham, play action. Clean pocket. Now pressure on the blind side. Gets rid of it. Throws it away in the direction of Sutton. Incomplete with 35 seconds. Second down. Yeah, plenty of time to get in range for Lutz. You're already in range for Lutz. Missed altitude, 57 yards. You're in range for him. His long this year is 57. So we have a 57, 58. I throw here, then on 3rd, I'm running. 3rd down, I would run the ball. If you don't get this first. Just try and get a little bit closer. Don't risk anything. 2nd down. 1 on the top, 2 at the bottom. Stidham in the gun, back to his left. They'll send the house. They're going to send 6. Quick out route to the far side, caught by Sutton, and he gets pushed out of bounds to the 34-yard line. That stops the clock. Gonzalez pushes him out. 3rd and 4. Good job there by Sim, recognizing the blitz that time, getting off quickly. On the out route on the far side. And now be a 52-yard try if you get nothing. Now, the Pats have a timeout. So if you get the stop here, the Pats can take a timeout, force the field goal, and if the Broncos don't get it, you get good field position to potentially do something. Obviously, if we do get it, you could just call the kickoff and then take a knee afterwards and go into the half. But going out of bounds might not be the worst thing there for the Patriots. Even though Gonzalez wanted the clock to keep running. Might be the worst thing. 1 on the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. Stidham takes it. They're going to send 4. Stidham flushed down to the near side. Going to look to throw on the run. Pump fake, and he's going to eat the play. Runs out of bounds. And now you lose a yard. I think you just got to throw that if you're Stidham. Why take the sack if you don't have to? There was no one behind you. Got better awareness there. That's a loss of 2. Now it's a bit of a longer field goal. Not crazy about that. So 52, it's now 54. Pats defense makes a stop. 54-yard try for Lutz for the lead. If you don't get this, Pats have pretty good field position right around their own 40-yard line. I'll get the bot after this play. 54-yard try. Lutz is wide right. And all that, somehow, the Pats' poor clock management's going to work out for them. Because now they get it with a timeout at the 40-yard line. Lutz misses wide right from 54. It's been good this year, 88%. But all of that, it actually benefits the Patriots. Entirely some of them miss. Yep, exactly. Yep, you can't run backwards there. Yeah, he missed it. Need to center that. Yep. Now the Pats have a timeout. I got to criticize of their clock management because it gives the Broncos a chance, but they botched their chance. So the Pats, actually, it works out for them. They get the ball at the 44-yard line. They only need about a first down to get into range for Borregales, potentially. 2 at the top, 1 on the bottom. They can use middle of the field. They have a timeout. They'll send 4 middle of the field. Low throw, incomplete. Had him. Oh, had Booty in field goal range of the 36-yard line on the deep in route. But thrown way too low. Brings up 2nd down. And you can go middle of the field on this. 2nd and 10. It's a bizarre sequence there by both teams. Neither team really managing inside the 2-minute warning all that well. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his left. May in the gun. And they get the ball for the half. Can they double dip? False start. That's not going to help. Been a pretty clean game in terms of the penalties. That's the first one on New England. But clear movement there. Sims not playing well right now, Lonnie. Yep. Better than I thought he'd be. Denver needed Carlos at his prime at place carrying barefoot. That would go over the upright. Campbell, the rookie out of LSU, getting called for that one. Yeah, and he moved clearly. Took about 4 steps. A little cha-cha-cha right there. Trying to anticipate Benito coming off the edge and anticipate a bit too much. Ball to 39. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. May takes it. They're only going to send 3. They're dropping a lot back in coverage. May, deep shot. Down the near sideline. Skinny post. Overthrown, incomplete. At the very least, you have time for 2 plays. Which means if you don't get this on 4th and 3, you can still go for a Hail Mary, because the Broncos can't get it back. Trying to go with that skinny post, working on Surtain, but tight coverage there on Booty. So again, you can go for it on 4th down if you don't get this, because the Broncos can't get it back. You'll have time to do that. It's 3rd and 15, but really you're treating this as 3rd and 20. Because you want to get to the target line. May takes it. They'll send 4. Stepping up. He's going to take off and run with 5, 4, 3. May gets the first down, slides down, calls him out with 1. Did they just get it in? I don't know. Did they get the timeout in? May got the first with his legs. Did they get the timeout? Will they put a second back on the clock? Yeah, we'll see on that one, Ken Hill. Did they get the timeout in time? They did. Shades of the Iron Bowl with Alabama-Auburn. Put 1 second back on the clock to try a long field goal. Slid down, brought down on the play by Key. Great awareness there by May, knowing the clock situation, sliding down. Beforehand, they get the timeout in. Borregales, 63 yards. This would be the longest field goal in the history of the postseason. If ever there's a place to do it, it's with the altitude at Mile High. They can't ice him, no timeouts. Borregales' longest kick this year, 59. For the NFL record for the longest field goal in playoff history. To give the Pats the lead at the half. Snap is good. Borregales, that kick is blocked. Never had a chance. Shanked wide left. I think it was blocked. We go to the halftime break. Both teams missing field goals at the end. That came off the foot all weird. I think that took it. Well, I actually don't know if that took a deflection. Because it went into the stands. Had the distance, but it never looked good off the foot. It was always going wide. Equality half end. Yep. Oh, man. Pats get the ball start the half. Half Archer looking in Denver. He did warm-ups and did 74. That's why I'm concerned in a game like this. Yep. He hit from 74 in warm-ups. So he could hit pretty far. I put a poll up who wins this one. All score up with 30 minutes down. Yep. Closer to ball arena than the uprights, yep. And the Broncos with a weird defense, I think they can win this one. Yep. Let's get down to the defense. And we're going to be live for the NFC Championship later tonight. Can I reboot this phone? All good, man. Yeah, I'm glad it's more the latter with the defensive match. Yep. We're at halftime right now. Good game. It's been a good game. Just a little bit sloppy. For a conference championship, it's not that sloppy. If the Pats don't score that drive, I don't know if they're going to win. Yep, they have a chance to double dip. If they blow it, that would not be great for them. Anyway, our members-only Q&A stream Wednesday night. If you want a Q&A with me, I'll go to NJ Car Fan. Gotta make some soup. Yep, nothing like soup on a Wintry day like this. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. Patriots will be their 12th appearance, their first in Super Bowl 53. Last time was 7 in a game yet, but I wonder who it was. Broncos, this would be their 9th appearance in the Super Bowl. Be their first time there since Super Bowl 50. We're watch Super Bowl tonight. Over for this game, I think it was 42.5. 7 sound like my yard, big area that's mainly shadow, no snow is melted there. Oh, wow. I love it. There's like one area that just says no snow. Over at this point, like 20.5. Starting to get all the graphics in for the next game, so it's going to be a quick transition between. All right. If you like what you see, that like button, subscribe. So if you're wondering, these helmets are real behind me, and I'm going to flip them all for Seahawks Rams after this game is done. I got everything already set up for that one, video intro and all that fun stuff. My Seahawks helmet's ready. I'm ready for the quick change when the time comes. Again, we're not doing the Super Bowl, but we are doing a lot of college basketball. We're going live later tomorrow for the Duke-Louisville game. Thought about betting the Army to be serving money. All good. Makes sense. Makes sense on that one. TV Alice Jones, what Kirk's going to do? Yes. When his career's done, yes. He's made for media. Kirk is made for media. Yeah. Fire drill helmet change. Yep. One championship weekend, another on player you know. All right. All good, Kevin. All good. 7-all your score at the halftime break. And I appreciate all you guys being here. We go live for every NFL game. We're not the Super Bowl, but we go live for all the playoff games. Next season, we're going to go live for a lot of preseason games, regular season. We're live for the Winter Olympics 2 weeks from now. Not even 2 weeks from now. A week and a half from now. We start the Winter Olympics. We're going live for that. That starts on Wednesday. Yep. Phoenix doesn't ever have snow. Yep. We do not get snow, which I love. I love having to shovel it and de-ice my car and all that. Everyone answered it all right. I don't, like, obviously I'm not listening to the broadcast, but, I mean, there's no Mahomes, no Allen, so you gotta actually put in the prep work. 7-all your score, 8 minutes left in the halftime break. Pat's get some halftime stats for you in just a second here. Yeah, curling. Yep, we're going to do that. We're going to do curling. May, 7-14, 41 yards. Not a great game for him. So far, again, led the NFL in completion percentage this season. And passer rating, but today, just a 56.2 rating and 50% completion. Diggs, the only player with more than one catch for the Patriots. He's got 4 catches for 12 yards. The NFL charges me $10K if I live stream Super Bowl. No, they don't charge me anything. You can't show the game. I mean, you get fined a crap ton of money. You can't show it, obviously, but you can do, like a lot of people do Super Bowl. Perna does it. Tree does it. Grossi does it. Well, you can't show the game, but you can do, like, what I'm doing. Does it take anyone 2 timeouts, 30 seconds left? Yes, 100%. 100,000%. It was a dumb decision. 100,000%. You've got a phenomenal offense. You got good field position, relatively speaking. Plenty of time to go down the field. Why are you chance get down to a coin flip? It makes no sense. Did everyone say simply confirm week 1 start for the Jets? Yep. He's going to get a good payday if he plays well. We had snow in Richmond, almost New York levels. You know, the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast got hit really hard. Whoever scores next wins. It feels like one of those games. Now again, the Patriots have 7 points, but they've not driven the ball down the field. Their one touchdown came on a short field after a fumble by Stidham, the new Mifflin. So the Broncos, they are averaging about 3 yards a carry. And Bevis played Moss on 3rd down, just took a knee. Yeah, that was a bad decision there. Bad decision. Right, Dennis, we thought he had no timeouts when he had 2. Yeah, he was not great in management skills. He got away with 197 against the Giants as well with the poor timeout management. Should also note, while you guys are here with this halftime break, Brown should have kicked. I'm with you. I was on it from the start. He may not fumble yet. Yep. He's had a lot of fumbles this postseason. I think he's had 6 this postseason. He's lost 3. But nothing there. Just want to let you guys know that this offseason, with all the other sports taking place, NBA, NHL, and next season as well, in particular with the NFL, Sleeper is the best way to experience connect over sports together. It is a one-stop shop for all your sporting needs. You can celebrate and chat on games in real time with other users. You get the fastest scores, blazing fast news, and alerts right at your fingertips. You can play in fantasy leagues, win real money on prize picks contests, I should say. And again, I use Sleeper a lot. I don't take sponsors I don't believe in. I've used Sleeper for years. It's a great, great product. And you can enjoy sports on Sleeper the way they were meant to be enjoyed together. So download the app, use my code, 100% deposit with $100. Appreciate you guys a ton for doing that and for tuning in and being a fan of the channel. How's it going, Terrell? Appreciate tuning in. 26-16 over the Pats. Payman through 2 touchdowns, 1 to Tammy, and 1 to, I'm going to guess, Sanders. Scripted, yes, that was a great one. Oh, was it one of the choices? Well, in that case, we're going to go Wes Welker. In that case, we're going to go Wes Welker. You're streaming 13-0 Broncos? Yep. Yeah, last episode was great. Thoughts of the half. Stidham, when he's pressured, is not playing well. But the offensive line for the Patriots is also not playing well. May is being pressured very, very easily. Will Campbell and Morgan Moses having bad days right now. So, yeah, Teal MVP finalist. It's crazy to think about. He deserves it, too. The crazy part is that he 100% deserves it. The way he played the second half of the season, he actually deserves it. He's not going to win it, but he deserves to be a finalist. I think he should be comeback player of the year. If you're MVP, a finalist, and a comeback player of the year finalist, I mean, you should be. It was DT. Oh, man. I love it, Detroit. I love it. 7 all your score, 3.5 to go. Yeah, first ever Jaguar be a finalist for MVP. Which is crazy to think about. Just throw it at 1OT. Yeah. If it wants to go on even longer than anticipated, I completely get that. So Hanky calls for us on second. Nope. Doesn't have that in his arsenal. Can't do it. You have to declare it with the new rules. You think missed a kick, yep. MLT's house by showing teams come in the locker room 3 minutes before the second half starts is so cruel. I mean, you know it's 12.5 minutes every time. The moment should jump all side on 3rd and short. Great analysis. They also should not commit a face mask on 3rd and short. Everyone's allowed to be frustrating except for their team when they play? Absolutely. 6 are high. Jackson will work for like 3 OTs. I'd be dead by that point. I would be dead by that point. Give me a second here. I don't know how I'd be able to handle that. I honestly have no clue how I would handle that. So the reason I don't do Jaguars games. Again, there's a reason I don't do Jaguars games. Brown and Z can't come up with a score. I think they're toast. Well, Stidham with pressure is not playing well. We're going to make it impossible to get rid of it. I mean, it should be hard to come back. But I think you just need a running start. Running start for onside kicks. That's what I think it should be. Appreciate tuning in, Zach. Down just first for the hospital. Oh, man. Oh, hopefully he's okay, man. That's awful. So hopefully he's okay. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Jump back forth between this two and drums fire. Do my civil duties over there in the ladder. Nice. You know, everyone's doing this one. Perna, Grossi, Dumpster Fire. Olive Garden have the game on? You're at 10,000 steps already. It's everything possible. Yep. First time he solo scoring, I think a lot of people would have. I think a lot of people. Right, Grossi, yeah. I mean, there are some streams you don't have to. There are definitely some streams you don't have to. I also do a very good job getting to everything in the chat. I can get to everything, like, even when I have a lot of people. I mean, I've had like 1,000 in the chat at times, and I can get to everything with that. It's already second half. Yep, already second half. Only rules aren't fair because the team who gets it first has advantage, because if you get back, we sudden death, the other team can't match. Yeah, but sometimes you want that. Sometimes you want to have... I mean, there's reasons people defer. Because you have the information advantage. You know whether you need all 4 downs. Or just for fourth quarter. I'm putting myself. Cole with the tour. Which game do you want to get you on the call for? Can't stop Shane. Go Broncos. Yeah, it's been a crazy half. I think they've exceeded expectations this season. I think this half's exceeded expectations to some extent as well. Have wettest order. Yeah, the NFL avoids the snow. Completely avoid it. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. I'm going to put subs back on just to get rid of the bots. Which game do you want to call? I got you on the call for college basketball. I appreciate the tour a lot. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. We will see what happens. Pats got to start the half. 58% on New England to win this one. Patriots going right to left. And here we go. 30 minutes down, 30 more to go for a spot in San Francisco. Kickoff here returns to the 20, 25-30, and down at the 31-yard line. And that's where the Pats will start this drive. So the wind is coming in hard right now. Probably noticed on the broadcast too. It is getting extremely windy in Denver right now. Bit of flurries, actually. You know, a little bit of flurries. It's not the snow that we've seen in the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast, but we actually have some flurries. Bit of a snow game right now. We'll see if it intensifies as the game goes on. We got high winds and some flurries. Quick little screen on the near side to Diggs, and Diggs down to the 36, his 5th catch of the day. 5 catches for 17 yards for Diggs. Been held in check even if they're trying to give him the ball. And made just 41 yards passing that first half. And after this game is done, make sure to tune in for the NFC Championship. We're going to be live for that game as well. 2nd and 5. May under center here. Might actually croak. I told you I didn't mind a halo when the Jaguars played in the playoffs. I legit need it. To the bottom of the screen. In the I formation here. Hand above the middle. Goes for Stevenson, and Stevenson denied. He gets maybe a yard before he's taken down by Alex Singleton. Obviously, Singleton, well-publicized story with him. His bounce back after the diagnosis in October. He gets the stop there, 3rd and 4. Pats had a chance to double dip. Will they get anything out of it? It's a normal day in the office for the Patriots, yes. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. They will motion Diggs to the bottom of the screen now, so you got 4 wide. Back to his left. Pats going right to left. Broncos left to right. May takes from the gun. Draw play. Stevenson gets the first. They run it on 3rd and 4 and gets enough. Stevenson muscles his way ahead. They go 4 wide, spread him out, spread out the box, and Stevenson gets the first up the middle at the 41-yard line. And now kicking is risky. Yep. Yeah, they got some flurries. This is also why I was like, this is also not to belabor the point, but this is why I was like, take the points, because you never know. Points are a premium, especially when weather is playing a role like this. With this weather, points can be at a premium. And Stevenson got the first. Not even close. The knee was down. The ball was across the plane. He rolled over on top of another player as well, just to solidify that. Only had 4 first downs that first half. I formation here. Stretch play. Stevenson looking for some space, and he's going to cut back inside and get back to the line. Gets a yard at the 42. Taken down by Singleton. Looked like he was going to be stopped for a loss of about 2 or 3 on the play. But nice stuff there by Stevenson cutting inside. They've not gone to Henderson a lot today on the ground. He did not do much last game against the Texans, and has not done much of that first half. Stevenson getting the bulk of the reps, the bulk of the snaps thus far. They did say there could be flurries. 2nd and 9. Whole country's under snow watch right now in some capacity. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Hand up the middle. This time it's Stevenson again. He'll break a tackle, muscles his way ahead to the 46-yard line. They're keeping everything in front right now. Just keeping it on the ground. The one pass was a screen. Nothing crazy in this weather. How many former Jags won Super Bowls? Brunell won with the Saints. Henne and Gabbert won with the Chiefs. McCardle won with the Bucks. Jimmy Smith won with the Cowboys. It's been quite a few. Been quite a few. First down here. Broncos lost to the Jaguars. 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. My formation here. I got a motion Hollins. 4 straight runs by the Pats. They'll make it 5. Again up the middle. This time it's Henderson. His first carry of the drive. He'll get 4 to the 42-yard line. And Borregales has a strong leg. He missed from 64 at the end of the half, but he did reach. It went into the stands. They got past the 50, yep. The end of Brady Belichick was right before COVID hit hard, yep. Seems like a lifetime ago. Yeah, Broncos won tiebreaker because they lost to the Raiders week 1. Just crazy to think about. Week 1 is insane. 2nd down here. 5 straight runs for New England. Hooper in motion as a blocker. The handoff again. This time denied. They go to the outside on the near side and brought down the 45-yard line. Henderson getting nothing. Loss of 2. Jonah Ellis on the stop. 3rd and 8. So 6 straight runs. Going to have to throw it here. As Westover couldn't hold his block long enough to get up the middle. 5-minute drive here. Again, you're in range for Borregales in terms of distance. Now, I'm not sure you're trying in a game like this, but you're in range distance-wise. They're going to send 5. May steps up again, take off and run. Had a first down with his legs last time. He's going to get another one, and then some to the 20, out of bounds to the 17-yard line on the near side of the field. Drake May has legs and knows how to use them. Drake May. A monster run there. Another 3rd down conversion for the Pats. They're 2nd of the drive. Great block there by Stevenson to push this guy out of the way, freeing up a hole at the A-gap. Gain of 28 and a first in the red zone. 6 straight runs by New England. Now you're definitely in range. And you should be able to take the lead for the first time today, barring anything crazy. I formation, 7 straight runs. Stevenson, this time nothing doing. Thrown down at the line by Greenlaw. That's twice now that Drake May on 3rd and long has extended the play with his legs, running up the middle. You got to throw a spy on him. You got to have some contain on him. He's got 50 rushing yards already. He has more rushing yards than passing yards. Shades of Blake Bortles in 2017 in the wild card game. Obviously, a lot can change, but I believe Blake Bortles is the only quarterback in NFL history in the playoffs to have more rushing yards than passing yards. Right now, May's got that stat line. Still plenty of time left in that one, though. 2 on the top, 1 on back to his left. May in the gun. They're going to send the house. They're setting 6. May off his back foot, fires. End zone. Way overthrown. Way overthrown. Was looking for Stevenson on a skinny wheel route. Incomplete. In 6 straight. Or excuse me, 7 straight runs. Finally a pass, but nothing doing there. And horrible, horrible blocking there by Will Campbell. He just let Malcolm Roach go uncontested. Doesn't pick up anyone. They send the blitz and Campbell doesn't pick up anyone. Will Campbell's a liability right now. Will Campbell is a liability at this stage. First I'm picking LSU. He's getting manhandled. Yeah, he won with the Cowboys. Yes, Steven Smith won with the Cowboys. Yep. But that was before he went to the Jaguars. 3rd down, play action. May, screen pass to his tight end, looking for a convoy to the 15, to the 10, dives for the first, and that is close. I think he's short by half a yard. I'm going for it here. This one, I'm going for it. This is not to take the points. Tight end string, it's 9.5, because this is 4th and an inch. This is QB sneak. Long yard is different. This is where I'm going for it. Henry tried to dive to the 7. He's short by about 1/4 of an inch. And yellow line's unofficial. I love how Tree welcomed the Hackers to take it to scout for the McCarthy hour. Me too. They break the huddle with 10 in the tush-push formation. They're not going to get this off. The ref just leaves. 3, 2, will they snap it? With 1, they have to take a timeout. Denver had a chance to sub. No, I don't think there's a decision here. This one's not a decision. Pats take a timeout. They'll have 2 left. We're going to get the play off in time because the Broncos, they were late subbing on. And that's a smart timeout because they were late subbing on. You don't want to get called for a false start with 1 second on the clock. Yeah, this one, you go for it. Last one, the Broncos one was 4th and a long one. I take the points, make a 2-score game. This one's different. This one is you need a foot. And you go QB sneak. There's no debate here. Last one was 50-50 in terms of the poll. This one about 75-25. Tush-push formation. A long 7-minute drive. They killed a lot of time off this clock. Pats have run it well this drive. Can they get into a goal-to-go spot? May. They got 2 defensive tackles in the backfield. They motion Stevenson. QB sneak. May. Got it. Wait, that's not a good spot. Wait a sec. That is not a good spot. From the... Okay, the down judge... It's close. The judge on the far side, the line judge, might say no. Now the official's saying first down. So yeah, the down judge saying maybe, the line judge saying no, and the official saying first down. They'll take a look, obviously, at virtual measurement. That extra push by Stevenson as Zach Allen jumped over on top of him. I think he got there with the extra extension. He was stuffed at first. They were looking for Milton Williams to get the push. He didn't get it initially. No, he got it. He got it. He got it. To the bottom of the screen, back to his left. And now, is that a challenge flag? Clock is stopped. Challenge flag. I think he got it. Hayden will challenge it again. All 4 down plays automatically reviewed. So this is going to be a tough one to overturn. The Jags the free press reporter, I had no problem with it. Because he was visibly distraught. Cohen was visibly distraught. I have no problem with that reporter doing that. The thing is that all 4 down plays are automatically reviewed. So I'm not sure you can win this challenge. Now again, we did see that in the Jaguars-Bills game this wild card round, where McDermott challenged the spot. The Jaguars went for on 4th and 2. Trevor Lawrence on the RPO. They ruled it a first down. McDermott threw the challenge flag, and he won the challenge. So you can win these. It is possible to win these. But I think he got it. I think that extra extension got the first. How about McDermott lose camp? Oh, that'd be great. I don't think he's going to... That'd be a phenomenal move. I don't think McDermott would take a DC job. I think he's going to take a year off. Am I not challengeable because it's reviewed upstairs? No, you can challenge it. It's harder to do it. It's a lot harder, but the Jaguars-Bills game, the Jaguars got the first down on 4th and 2. Trevor Lawrence, they did the virtual measurement. He got the first. McDermott challenged the spot. I'm fine with this challenge. This one I'm fine with. It's close enough where I'm okay with it. This is close enough where it's doable. Just want some consistency for progress? Yep. Just anything with the refs. Just some consistency. And I don't think you're going to win this challenge, but I don't hate it. And he was short initially. The initial push by Williams was short. And then Stevenson came in with the extra push, and he went on top of Allen. Again, I think this play is getting outlawed next year. This is going to be another tush-push controversy. I think this is going to get outlawed next year. We're so commercial break right now. Should get a ruling soon on this. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. It really does go a long way. Helps out on the channel as we try to grow this community even more. And I think he got it. Initially, he was short. He's trying to go up the B gap on the right side. But then Stevenson with the extra push. And May, the second effort, might have gone there. The call stands. Yep, it's a hard spot to overturn. You're not gonna win that one, I don't think. There's too many bodies there. Hand off again. Another run. Up the middle, Stevenson. And he'll be down with the 2. And now it's 4 down territory. Yeah, I think it's one of those where it could go either way. It's one of those where if it was ruled short, you call short. But I think he got it with a second push by Stevenson. And the line's unofficial. The yellow line's unofficial. Second and goal at the 2. Long drive here. 8 minutes off the clock. 1 the top, 2 the bottom. Back to his left. May in the gun. It's a wildcat play. Stevenson, it's botched. Completely botched. It's a fake Statue of Liberty. We saw the Pats try something similar in Super Bowl 51. We also saw them try it in the Jaguars-Patriots game in the 07 divisional round as well. That time, completely botched. It's a lot different with Drake May versus Tom Brady calling that play. No, there's no need to get cute on that one. There's no need to get cute there. You're running it well normally. Why get cute down by the goal line? We don't have to. 3rd and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line. Back to his right. A 9-minute drive. 1 the top, 3 the bottom. May in the gun. They're going to send 4. May, look it, pressured, sacked at the 5. He tried to step up, and Nick Bonito, he's got 14 sacks this season, comes off the tackle, gets him inside, and now another decision for the Pats. Last time, 4th and an inch, I was very clearly in the camp of you go for it. This time, I think you take the points. At the 5-yard line, I'm taking the points. Morgan Moses, Nick Bonito. And Bonito wins that battle. A 9.5-minute drive. Going to have to settle with 3. Borregales from 23. Snap is good. Kick is up. It's perfect. Pats take 9.5 off the clock. They lead for the first time today. But a wasted opportunity there, you figure, for New England. 10-7 your score. First time I've seen him play film in 20 years watching Pats football. Yeah, always with Brady. I was going to say, divisional round against the Jaguars 2007. I remember that play. With the Falcons, Super Bowl 51. It always worked with Brady. That play always worked with Brady. But not there. Oh, no, I think I got the first down, John. I think he got it. If you like what we see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, helps the channel out a ton. For such a next, we will see on that. Last time the score was 10-7 in a Broncos game? Oh, yeah. How to fix the tush push? You make it so that you can't have more than one guy behind the quarterback. Like within like 2 yards of the quarterback. That's how you fix it. You can't have more than one guy. I think that's how you do it. You can't have more than one guy behind the quarterback. Like within a yard. One guy within 1 yard of the quarterback behind. That's how you fix it. You know, he bobbled it, yep. He bobbled it on that one. 10-7 your score. And if you like what you see, the like button, subscribe, helps the channel out a ton. try to grow this community even more. What's that classic Pats bias again? I mean, remember, the Pats had a touchdown taken off the board because they blew the whistle too early. Like, the Pats had 7 taken off the board. Now, granted, they got the 7 back, but, man, 7 taken off the board. United 31 drives insane. Yep. And not taking the early field comes back to haunt you. Yep. Touch push, yeah, at this point, I think it needs to be banned. It's too hard to officiate. I think the easiest way to do it, you can't have more than one guy behind the quarterback within a yard. And now snow is coming down a lot. These are no longer flurries. Now visibility is being impacted. Final comment, tell Morale approves. 20 minutes to go on this one. Broncos trail for the first time today. Broncos cannot afford a 3 and out. Especially after the defense has been gassed. They've been on the field the last 2 possessions. The Broncos have not held the ball about 40 minutes of real time at this point. I'm sure CBS will get the stat on that one. The snow is accumulating on the ground. That kickoff will bounce at the 10 and field it on the hop of the 3-yard line. So the 10, 15, 20, near sideline down by Beatty at the 23-yard line. Good stop there for the Patriots by Chad Muma, the former Jaguars linebacker, the Wyoming linebacker, taken in the 3rd round in 2022. He gets the stop on special teams. So speaking of former Jaguars to potentially win a Super Bowl, Evan Ingram for the Broncos, if he makes it, he go in. Chad Muma, he would make it. The Pats make it. One other from the tour, don't touch his band because Philly sucks. No, they're talking about now. I think there's more. It was close getting banned last year, and now I think it was like only 1 or 2 votes away from getting banned last year, and now I think with what's happened this year, with how it's been officiated, I think they're going to ban it. I think they will change it. Appreciate the tour man on that one. I formation here, one the top of the screen. They're going to motion the fullback over Prentice. Handoff here up the middle, goes to McLaughlin, tries to bounce outside on the far side, cuts back inside, and brought down to 25. Gain of 2 for Gibbons on the stop. The Broncos have not had a ton of success running. Even the runs that they have had success on, they've had to cut inside. The initial runs have been denied. And then just a good move by the running back afterwards. But they're getting in the backfield. Most of the yards for the Broncos on the ground, I'm assuming, have come after contact. 2nd and 8. Under 5 to go in the 3rd. Broncos going left to right here. The snow is picking up as if Stidham's job couldn't get any harder. 2 at the bottom of the screen, including Ingram. He motions there. Back to his left, they'll send 4. Stidham, pump fake, hitch route. That's dropped. McLaughlin would have made a 3rd and medium, but he drops the ball, stops the clock. Hurt footsteps with Marcus Jones coming in on him. Obviously a lot harder to catch the ball in the snow. Not seen Harvey in a little bit as well. A good throw there and just dropped it. Would have made a 3rd and medium. And now a passing situation, 3rd and long, with a backup quarterback when your defense was on the field for 9.5 minutes. And they need a breather. Trips to the bottom of the screen. One at the top. Back to his left. Sutton at the bottom of the screen as well. Stidham in the gun. 4 wide. They'll snap it with 1. They're going to send 5. Screen pass. Mims on the grab. Can he get the convoy out in front? He cannot. It's only a gain of 3. Chase Sutton on the stop. And they'll have to punt it away. The last thing you wanted. Okay, raid Wolf? Streamer? Why would he raid someone in the middle of the game? That's a bad play call. 4th and 5 guys to punt it away. Why would we ever raid someone in the middle of the game? Payne, go for it? I did not know. I did not. They're not getting a breather. Chuck Merson rose his hands and jumped over Bart Starling. His ice bowl dive, not separate because he didn't want to get flagged for pushing Bart from behind. Yes. Yes, he did. And I love that Lombardi chewed him out afterwards. Like, he went the wrong way. Punt field at the 19-yard line by Jones, and he's brought down to 22. Good job there by the gunner. 50 yards of net on that one. Great stop there by the gunner. Chris Abrams Drain, the 2nd-round pick out of Mizzou. Or 2nd-year man, I should say, Mizzou. 5th-round pick. 50 yards, Pats together, 22 when we get back. It's the Bronco defense right back on the field. No time to rest. They ever should go for it? No, you're not going for it on 4th and 5 in your own territory at the 27-yard line. Yeah, windy, snowy, ball slick, playing backup quarterback, everything playing New England stand. Yep, a lot tougher to score. It's a lot tougher to score. It's a heck of a lot tougher to score in these conditions. Clear to say short? No, the second effort, so it was short initially. Milton Williams, that was short initially, and then the second effort, he got it. The Stevenson push, he got it afterwards. Warm glass of milk in there, yep. Does he all look like Jeff Saturday? He does, yeah. And the half-line insurance commercial, yeah, look like Michael Kane and Jeff Saturday, even though it wasn't. So the Pats score a touchdown, not feeling good. No, 2-score game, you feel pretty good. Brady being there would be much of a surprise. Belichick making an appearance during the Super Bowl. No. No, it is not. We're going to get back on our way here in just a little bit. Take a break until the 4-2 frustrating. All good, man. All good. Waiting for the May turnover. He's fumbled a lot this postseason, but no turnover so far today. And Pats looking to make it to their first Super Bowl since Super Bowl 53. They have the record for most appearances by any franchise. If they win this game, they will have played 1/5 of all Super Bowls, which is an insane stat to think about. Will have played in 1/5 of all Super Bowls. It's been their 10th appearance since the turn of the century. That's a great shot of Gillette Stadium as well. That's a great side-by-side. Production shrunk in their bag on that one. That's a great side-by-side. Just over an hour away, yep. They're going to be about 90 minutes. Oh, man, Keller. I formation here. They're at the 21-yard line to start. 51 yards of net. Play action, May. Middle of the field. Low throw, incomplete. They try throwing in these conditions, and Booty can't make the grab. It's low. Second down. It's 86.9, but doesn't think about the fumble. And Drake May right now more rushing yards than passing yards. Would join Blake Bortles if this stands as the only quarterbacks to ever play a playoff game and have more rushing yards than passing yards. That game, the Jaguars won 10-3 against Buffalo. One the top, two of the bottom, back to his right. 3:46, they're going to send 5. May, stepping up, pump fake, going to take off and run. Another one for him up the middle. That's the third first down by May with his legs. Gain of 13. They have no spy on him. And May keeping that clock running. Just finds something up the middle. A pancake block there as well. Give him some space, and May with a gain of 13. This really feels like I'm watching Blake Bortles. And it's not disrespect to May. This feels like I'm watching Blake Bortles again. This is a Blake Bortles playoff game. Ball the 34-yard line. Yeah, Gillette looked wild. That would have been insane. To the top of the screen. Handoff up the middle. And Stevenson will muscle his way ahead to the 38-yard line. Gain of 4. Rezerki on the stop. 2nd and 6. And Pats have held the ball all but 1 minute this quarter. One at the top, one at the bottom. Handoff. Flea flicker. They're going to get cute. May. Hit as he throws. Corner route. Called the 40-yard line to the 35 to the 30. Down to the 29-yard line. Hollins on the near side. Hits the cameraman. Going to help him up. I like that with Mac Hollins. He helped him up. But a gain of 33 yards. They get the chunk play they need. Drake May, his longest pass of the day. Gets Hollins on the corner around the flea flicker. That's a slide. Yeah, he did. He did slide on that one. And a first down for the Pats. They're moving the ball well. Sean Alexander was incredible back in the day. To the top of the screen. Hand up the middle. And nothing doing there for Stevenson. Brought down by Surtain, but then keeping the pile moving. They blow it dead finally at the 20, let's say 28-yard line. I know McDaniels likes to call a flea flicker in the AFC Championship if they need a chunk play. Saw 2017 against the Jaguars in the fourth quarter. Tried a lot of trick plays. Bust out the flea flicker there. I think that his offense needs a spark. Offense needs a spark here. They got it. 2nd and 7. 2 at the top of the screen. Now motioning to the bottom of the screen. Goes Diggs. They'll send 6. May gets rid of it quickly. Out right on the far side. Incomplete booty. The target, Riley Moss on the coverage. But too low and in front of him. 3rd and 7. The question here is, this is 4-down territory. I don't know. And again, this is not about taking the points a lot. This is about, I don't know if you can kick in this weather. Yeah, this early 2000s football here. Yep, I love this. Can you kick in this weather? I honestly don't know. I don't know if Borregales can kick in this weather. This might be 4-down territory. Normally, if it was sunny, I'd be like, if you don't get this here, 4th and 6, take the points, make them get a touchdown. But in this weather, I don't know. Flips the bottom of the screen, back to his left. They're going to call a draw play. If you're running on 3rd, you're going on 4th. But that gets nothing. The idea with that draw on 3rd and 6, they ran on 3rd and 4 earlier. The idea on 3rd and 6 was calling a draw is they were going to get 3 yards and then go for on 4th and 3. Now 4th and 6, they're going to send the field goal down and try with Borregales. He's 1 for 2, 46 yards in the snow. And Andy Borregales went to school at Miami. Didn't see a whole lot of snow down there. Grew up in Florida, was born in Venezuela. So to say, I'm not sure this guy's kicked in snow in his life. 46. And that kick is wide right. His 2nd miss of the day. The Broncos will take over at the 34-yard line. The play call was you run on 3rd to go on 4th. Then the run got nothing. Yep, I called it, yep. As you might expect. Yeah, 4-down territory now, yep. No, it's not in hindsight. That was a bad decision. It's not in hindsight. No field was made today? Fact. And no more kicking for each team in the 4th. Nope. Closer to roar than what's to the uprights. I don't agree with that call at all. I said at the time. I said that one at the time. And this is not about taking the points. This is about, in this weather, I don't know if you can do it. Yeah, honest. Yep. Yeah, with Christopher Nolan. That's going to be a really good movie. The hype for that's off the charts. The cast for that's insane. It's one of the most expensive movies ever made. Right there, gets a touchdown drive. We need a legit touchdown drive, which we haven't all day. Let's go to the stadium. All right. Yeah, I got about 80 minutes till game time. Never a game in my life. Oh, I don't blame you. The hype for this one's off the charts. I've obviously been here before, but it's different this time. Yeah, that's substitute territory, yep. Yeah, as a Florida man, I don't want to go to any games. Yeah, I love watching them on TV, but yeah, PGA on CBS starts next week. Forget what tournament is next week, but I know 2 weeks from now it's Waste Management, which you cannot pay me enough money. Enough money, I should say. I like snow. I like watching it on TV. I don't like being in it. Ball to 34. The weather has picked up. Favorite age and era story? Oh, I don't know. I don't know on that one. I really got to dig deep for that one. The Trojan horse myth is always a fun one. You can barely see the yard lines at this point. Ball the 36-yard line. You wonder if we're going to get to the point where they start digitally imposing the yard lines on the screen, the numbers on the screen. We had that technology with Fox in 2013. How about the middle? Harvey. He's now playing a lot as of late, but gets the handoff here, gets a yard at the 38-yard line. Against the Bears spot, that's a missed fourth down. Yes, it does. Oh, Farmers is next week. Yes. Takes to the end of 3. Full side here. Yep. Hey, look at how much worse it got during the break. Yep, it just started picking up. I love this. This is playoff football. Oh, man. We go to the 4th. Both teams 2 timeouts left. The Broncos get the run game. Everything get hit behind the line. A cold snap coming early Monday night to Tuesday morning. 1 quarter for all the marbles. 3-point game in inclement weather. We got a fun one here. Yeah, I love the Trojan horse legend. Yep. Yeah, there's less than 2 minutes left in first third quarter. Let it play out. Yeah, they would never do that. They want the money. Yeah, I want to play around Pebble. Yep. Pebble, Sawgrass, Torrey Pines, Augusta, obviously. Yeah, Borgales, yeah. Again, this guy probably has never seen snow in his life. He was born in Venezuela, grew up in Florida, went to school at Miami. I genuinely don't know if this guy's seen snow before. He's definitely never kicked in snow. About 20 inches expected. Jeez. So the question mark is, can the Pats get out? After the game, are the Pats going to be able to get out, or are they going to have to stay overnight in Denver? What do you guys do, man? Yep. Is it kicked in snow? You've never seen it, yeah. You hopefully know it's been a couple since 2019 is coming out and seeing the score, yep. This game is going to be insane. Yes, you're not kidding on that one. Spring golf's great, yep. 1 more quarter for the AFC. Glad I can enjoy the late game this year. Yes, you can. Yes, I was in Search for Up. Yes. Great movie. The first 10 minutes are like a masterpiece. The rest of the movie is good as well, but the first 10 minutes are incredible. Second and 9 when we get back here. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. Hey guys, not dead in the cold. I would die if it was 30 degrees. It's not too bad. Yeah, the old Bob Hope Classic, yep. That aired in January. That was usually the lead-up program to the Super Bowl back in the 70s. He's already the Pats all-time rushing lead for quarterbacks. You know, Pats, yeah, probably can't fly back tonight. They're launching fireworks. No one can see the fireworks. Visibility is non-existent. 56% on the Pats. Here we go. Will they superimpose the yard line? They should. I mean, they do. Yes. Okay, thank God. Thank God they do. Swings out to the near side. Caught at the 40-yard line. Some Mims. 3rd and 7. They superimpose it. And we had that technology back in 2013. Obviously, it looks a bit funky. Looks like they're playing in a studio. Gonna blend into the numbers a lot, but they have the technology to do this. 3rd down. So I just try to watch this team without a first down line. Like 30 years ago, how do you even watch a game like this? 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom, back to his left here. Sit him in the gun. Pats showing blitz. They're going to send 6. Stidham gets rid of it. Back shoulder. Incomplete. Looking on the far sideline for little Jordan Humphrey. They went to him earlier on 3rd down. Can't get that one. It's back-to-back 3 and outs for the Broncos. Where are these things all coats? Yep. Yeah, they are massive. I will say the numbers are massive. The numbers are massive. 4th and 6. They'll punt it away. Back-to-back 3 and outs. No first downs for the Broncos thus far in the second half. The punt here. Gets it off. And that ball bounced at the 5 and will be a touchback. So a 60-yard punt, but 40 yards of net. Pats take over at the 20. Last year, they have two teams lose both round. The same year? Oh, man, I'm not sure on that one. In the same year. I don't think about that one. Yeah, I don't know. Sim actually makes a good throw. Serious drop it. Yep. We have a CBS showing school closings. I'm fine with that. I mean, it's not blocking in the game. At the very least, the bug is. At the very least, the bug is not being blocked. They at least minimize the picture. It'd be different if they didn't. If the bug was cropped off. You know, I could have scored between Brady and Manning. I mean, it got sort of like that in the 03 AFC Championship. Assigned field goal. Yeah, the Climax field goal could loom large. Yep. Yeah, shame when Denver goes to the dome with that snow. Yep. Yeah, not go o'clock yet. No, not yet. But a long drive here would help. So first down the 20 after the touchback. Your CBS station not showing school closings. That's good. Well, that was cool, but it's not like this. Yeah, this is insane. Pats make it, oh boy, God. And now it's a lot harder to score. It's going to be a lot harder to score on the offensive side. Winner goes to a much warmer San Francisco. The sit and fumble was bad as well. That cost him 7 points right there. Patriots have never won a playoff game in Denver. 0-4, 0-2 in the conference championship against Denver. On the road. Gonna wipe off the stone between the commercial breaks. Again, NFC Championship starting around 6:40 Eastern time. Be live for that game. I'll flip everything around when the time comes. 14 to go for a trip to Santa Clara. The 20-yard line. Pats going left to right. Broncos defense gassed. So the Broncos have not gotten a first down on each of their 2 drives this half. Gonna start with a stretch play here to Stevenson. Stevenson up the middle to the 25. Breaks a tackle down to the 30 and down to the 31-yard line. Gain of 11 and a first down. The Pats are built for this. They have a running back in Stevenson who is a bowling ball. He is tough to bring down. And in this weather, with how slippery it is, it's very hard to bring him down. Sprint for no turnovers. Yep, that's all I can hope for. A game like this, punts are not the worst thing. They'll call it here, stretch play again. Stevenson up the middle as he cuts back inside down to the 33. Gain of 2. He's taken down the play by Zach Allen. I swear, it's only a 3-point game, but right now it feels like a 10-point game. I think with the weather and how hard it is to move the ball down the field, it feels like a 10-point game right now. Even though it's only 3. Broncos are 1 field goal away from tying this game. Glad to see Casey lose. I think most people were, Rick. Watching CBS try to run was so annoying I had to turn off the volume. Jeez. Appreciate tuning in, Teed. Appreciate tuning in for this one. 2 at the top of the screen. May hands off against Stevenson. 3 straight runs to him up the middle, and that one brought down by Cooper at the 37-yard line. 3rd and 4. The Broncos win for my boy Perno. He'll have a field day with this game. Probably crashing out on stream right now. 3rd and 4. So I don't do Jaguars games. Because I would have a heart attack right about now. 3 straight runs. Do they dare throw? May has not been great with his arm. The only completion he's got this half was a screen and a flea flicker. I might just keep this on the ground. Too much can go wrong if you throw, I think. In this game, you got to be smart. Not simply conservative, but the way I ran with Stevenson as of late, too much can go wrong. 3rd and 4. They're going to throw. They're going to send 5. May, he'll have time to throw. He's directing traffic. Now pressured, steps up, sack to the 29-yard line. The coverage sack there. DJ Jones comes in. OT at the end of this one, at the end of the Seahawks game. 4th and 12. That's a coverage sack. May had time. Good job by Riley Moss down the field on Booty on the comeback route on the far side. And May gets thrown down. Jones, the initial hit, his 5th sack of the game. The Broncos' 5th sack of the game. It's giving it early frosted hair vibes. And the Pats will punt it away. They get rid of it. It's a line drive punt. It's a short one. Bounces at the 36 and out of bounds at the 32. 39 yards on that one. The second punt for Behringer today that was less than 40 in the air. Denver takes over the 32-yard line when we get back here. 11:27 to go. Keeps like moving though. Yes, he does. Throw it away, man. Yeah. Send a chance to become a legend. These elements, oh man. This feels like a classic game. This feels like with the elements. Elements always make a game classic. AJ Francis played 2 games. I never realized that. I never realized AJ Francis played. 10-7 again. If you remember, we have emojis in the chat. Show us for either one of these teams. Patriots or the Broncos. Again, we're going to be live for the Seahawks-Rams game after this is done. I should redirect you to that afterwards, but I will link that when the time comes. Only a 3-point game. The Broncos have had no first downs this half. Broncos, it's been over an hour of real time since they got a first down. Yeah, Williams New Year's Eve. I love that. Fox News will bring up the reading of the Declaration of Independence for America 250. Yes, I think they would. Here we go. Officially 1 hour away, Keller. Tell Romo Sauce commentary on the Mahomes in the AFC Championship. Doesn't seem much you know, you know why? Yep, I know why. The snow is accumulating. Yeah, Pistons easily manhandle the King. Yep. Show my drive for the second time. Man, I do not miss that. Delayed handoff here goes to Harvey on the outside on the far side. Gets some space. Tiptoe on the sideline. Longest play of the half for the Broncos. He'll be right at the line to gain. Only at 9 yards the second half. Before that play gets 9. The first half decision, yep, looking costly. You're not going to watch the halftime show. I don't blame you. I don't blame you on that one. I'm not sure how it's going to be. So it's too long when you talk about one of these codes. Stanford, I forget what the Super Bowl is this year. Yep. Best Survivor scenes? I'm not a Survivor guy. So, 2nd and 1. Longest play of the half. Did anyone else? Okay, there we go. I was going to say, did anyone else's camera just completely glitch out? 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Mims in motion to the top of the screen. 2nd 1. They keep it on the ground again. Harvey trying to bounce outside. And he can't get anything. He had something up the middle, but tried to bounce outside. Gibbons on the stop. It looked like he had space up the gut to go and get the first. Got to be smart there in that spot. Don't need a chunk play. Just need a yard to get the first down. 3rd and 1. It honestly might be 4 down territory. Honestly, it might be 4 downs. Obviously, if you're shy by like a yard, it's 4th and 2, then you punt. But I'm honestly debating here. 3rd and 1 to 39. 2 plays to get a yard. I keep it on the ground and just run. Beatty in the backfield. They're going to give it to Beatty. He's got the first down in the gun. Shotgun run. First down. Gain him about 3. Under 10 minutes to go. First down for the Broncos in over an hour of real time. Last time they got a first down was in the 2-minute drill. At the end of the half. 2 at the top of the screen, including Sutton in the slot. I formation here at the 43-yard line. They get rid of the digitally imposed numbers, so your guess is as good as mine on some of these yards. Play action. For 3 straight runs, they're going to throw. Stidham, flushed out by Barmore, going to throw this ball away as he's flushed out to the far side. Henry Samai, you have Grease throw. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's a great show. That's a great show. Good luck, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not that nervous. I mean, I get you're a Pats fan, so you're nervous about this, obviously. I completely get that. I'm not nervous as a neutral fan. I just want to see a good game. This has been a phenomenal game so far. So I'm not that nervous. But this is great. But I get why Pats fans and Broncos fans are nervous right now. Completely. I mean, I was in a spot with the Jaguars back in 2017, and I barely survived. Empty backfield here. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Stidham in the gun. Quick little screen, and lucky that wasn't picked off. Evan Ingram, the target. Chason breaks it up. He jumped that route perfectly. They're throwing it in the elements right now. Stidham 0 for 2 this drive. And that was just a convoy of guys. They tried that play earlier in the game. It was actually off the butt of McGlinchey. If it wasn't off the butt of McGlinchey, Chason might have gotten an interception there. Chason might have gotten a pick if that was not off McGlinchey's butt. They tried that play earlier. It was not a good throw. Sim struggling with his bubble screens. Got to get this off. They just do. They're going to send 4. Now they send a 5th. Stidham stepping up. Fires on the run. Bobbled. Caught, but still well shy of the sticks. Carlton Davis on the stop as Elijah Moore makes his first grab of the game. And they'll have to punt it away with 9 minutes to go. Fountain using a paper shredder for the CBS station makes the job complete. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's already showed me that video a couple months ago. Yeah, any pass he throws, I feel like not much snow. Yep, got to go for now. All good, JP. All good. Yeah, we can't expect that every game out. Yep, unfortunately we can't with the officials. Why are you punting? There's still 8.5 minutes to go. 4th and 6, I get it. They'll punt at the 47-yard line. Gets it away. Crawshaw, 2 touchbacks today. He will avoid a 3rd as that is angled out of bounds. And they'll start probably around the 8-yard line. And put it at the 9. 9-yard line there. Second punt for Crawshaw today inside the 10-yard line. 44 yards of net. You know, it's all good, JP. Yep. Touchdown here would be insurance. Well, touchdown here ends the game. You got a long touchdown drive here. That ends the game. First down at the 9. Let's try to get a lot of stuff we don't need in our house anymore. Some spring cleaning. I get it. Please no safety or turnover. Way to mark the line of 200 first down so the people in Sam can see it? Probably not. I mean, they have the vanishing spray for free kicks, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. So 10-7 your score. Again, if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps us out on the channel. ChatGPT ad? Oh, man. They don't show the church in that one. Right, then not yet. Show what's punt. Yeah, that's why you punt. Denver goes for a midfield, risks passing great field position. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're playing the field position battle. With 9 minutes to go, still plenty of time. Still tons of time. I will link the NFC Championship stream. It's going to redirect automatically to that. Yeah, thank God they got rid of Gronk on those ads. That will start, obviously, once this one is done. Whenever that is. I have no clue when that's going to be. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps us out a ton. So we try and grow this community even more. What can May do here? Let's have a change to Pats, Chiefs, or Jets. We're still a 300-win pitcher still active in baseball. Yeah, one of those teams is not like the other. Yeah, 6 targets, 1 catch. Diggs is like 5 catches for 17 yards. Most overrated coach? Yeah, Sirianni. Yeah, ChatGPT is the Home Alone Bears 5 pillars. You're not kidding on that one. Yeah, I think we're on that one, Tracy. I might just run every time, keep the clock moving, and dare the Broncos to drive down the field. Problem is that Behringer's not had a great game punting. He's had a pretty crap game punting. So, if you go 3 and out here, Broncos will have it with good field position. First down at the 8. One at the top of the screen. And no digital numbers anymore. Running back slips and made us eat the play. It was a design handoff to Stevenson, and Stevenson just slipped. Not how they drew it up. May eats it for a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Touchdown by DJ Jones, the easiest tackle Jones will make in his career. Now you're inside the 5-yard line. Pinned against your ears. 2 at the bottom of the screen. May hands it off. Stevenson. He'll get back to the line. Maybe gets a yard after that. Bounce outside the far side. 3rd and 11. Randy won 300. Yeah, that was a disaster play, slip in the snow. Third and 11 at the 7-yard line. Can the Broncos get a stop? If you do, you get great field position. Phenomenal field position, I should say. May in the gun. He's going to roll out to the near side. They'll send 4. May fires on the run. Just going to throw that away in the direction of Booty. And it's a quick 3 and out. Broncos forced the stop. They should get this in plus territory. Nix was playing how the Broncos were doing right now. I think about the same, honestly. This snow is tough to play in. And that's why I punt there. Yep. It was too early to do it. Mims back to return. Here we go. Behringer on the punt. Gets it off. It's a bit of a shank. It's actually a big-time shank. I lost where the ball went, but that is not a good punt. Behringer having a crap day today. I don't know whether they're going to spot this. The ref's still going. It was off the side of the foot. I couldn't tell you the yard line. But you are theoretically in field goal range. I could not tell you the exact yard line. It's a complete guesstimate, but they're definitely starting in plus territory. We thought the play of the game was different, starting on the ball, the 8-yard line. Yep. Where are the yard markers? Yeah. No, my feed's behind. I know my feed's behind. It's cable. My cable feed, it's always like that. I don't know why with cable it's like that. I hate that it is. So say the 33. The 33-yard line. A 26-yard punt. A 26-yard punt. Behringer has had a horrible game today. His 3rd punt, less than 40 yards. And that one gets the Broncos in potential field goal range. Again, the Broncos have 2 timeouts. I bring that up, not because time's an issue, obviously. I bring that up because you can use a timeout to clear the snow. Handoff. Harvey, broken up. Loss of 3. Luke Wanenberg got thrown into the backfield. That play was going over from the start. 2nd and 13. But again, this is an interesting situation for Denver because obviously you're trying to get a touchdown, but you have 2 timeouts. I bring that up because you can use a timeout to clear the snow and make it an easier kick. 2nd and 13. Harvey in the backfield to his left. They're going right to left, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Nick's in the gun. They'll send 4. Swings out to Harvey. He catches it. Makes one man miss, but we'll get back to the line of scrimmage as Carlton Davis throws him down. Not a great block by Troutman there, and Harvey had to do a lot on that one. Make like 3 problems here. Might lose it if the Pats choke this out, man. Third down. You got to be thinking. You're talking with Lutz right now on the sideline. If you don't get this, you're talking with him right now. If we clear the snow, can you hit in these conditions? He missed wide right earlier in the game. Back to his right is Beatty. Just can't lose yards here. 3 at the top of the screen. Stidham, they'll send 4. Stidham has time, going to step up and run. That's going to be a big run. It's not going to get the first, but it will make it a field goal. At the 27-yard line. 4th and 4. If I'm the Broncos, you got to consider it. You're down by 3. I would call timeout and clear the snow and tie this game. Well, they're going to kick. Again, I'm call timeout. No, take a timeout, Denver. Clear the snow. Clearly, they can kick it right away off the snap off the timeout. Because now the ground's covered. Why are they not taking a timeout? The kick. Lutz. He shanked it. Why? That's so dumb on Peyton's part. That is so freaking dumb on Peyton's part. You take a timeout there to clear the snow. That is not a hard decision. That is not a hard decision. You take a timeout to clear the ground. The timeout is not as relevant as tying the game. That is an easy timeout decision. To clear the snow. He's kicking in a blanket of snow. The kick was blocked. I don't care. That is an easy call to take a timeout. And clear the ground. Sean Payton has coached a crap game today. And whether from the 2, that's not penalty. Nope, not off a timeout. Nope. That is not penalty. You're allowed to do that. You're 100% allowed to do that. That is not a penalty. And now the Pats take over. Oh, man. I know it was tipped. I don't care. I don't care that it was tipped. It was not going to get there. The trajectory was off. Handoff here gets 2. I don't care that it was tipped. That wasn't getting there. It was a line drive. That was going to miss short. That was going to miss short. It clears the ground to make it an easier kick. It clears it to make it an easier kick. Reliable's Gene. First starts, man, what can they do about it? What can they do about it? Handoff here is going to get nothing. Loss of 2. I know it was blocked, but the trajectory was off. 3rd down. Third and 10, 3:30 to go. Handoff here. They're going to keep the clock moving, nothing doing. Denver is 2 timeouts. Will they take one here? They will not. So quick 3 and out. They're going to hold the timeouts. Ugly game, yep. They're going to hold it out, same for the drive. Well, now they do take a timeout with 3:11. They do take one, so they'll have 1 left. Obviously, this one, everything's 4 down territory. No, he didn't wait. He didn't wait. It was a, clock error. It was a clock error. Right, you're allowed... Right. The grounds crew... So here's the thing. The grounds crew personnel cannot clear the snow, but players can. Players are allowed to. The grounds crew cannot. Just to go back to that point. The grounds crew cannot come back and clear the snow. That's a penalty. The players are allowed to with their feet and their hands. That is not a penalty. The punt here. Behringer. Shanked the last one. And this one is out of bounds. Yeah, Sean getting lucky right now. He got one more chance. Jeff with the 5 looks like a demonstration defensive for Sean Payne today. Oh, you know it. You know it. Which game do you want, Jeff? I'll get you on the call for it. Another bad pump by Behringer. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call. Appreciate you a ton, Jeff, on that one. But you're allowed to use your hands and feet to clear the punt, clear the ground. First down for the Broncos. The yard lines at this point are just squiggles. Yeah, how players started with some of the infamous steal on that game? Oh, yeah. Broncos ball. Ball to 32 here. Bad punt, about 35 yards. The 4th punt by Behringer, under 40 yards today. They're going to send 4. Stidham, stepping up. Going to look to shovel pass it. That's caught by Harvey. And only get a yard that's going to keep the clock running as well. Sim was debating whether or not to throw or take off and run. Just that's a chest pass it. And nothing doing there. 2nd and 9. Right, can't go snowplow. Yep, you can't do what the Pats did 43 years ago. How long ago was halftime? My fingers froze. About 80 minutes ago. 2nd and 9. Clock is running. Right, between drives you can do it, yes. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 the bottom. Back to his left. They will motion Sun into the bottom. Pats will sub. Late sub. 4 on the clock. 3, 2. Stidham just gets it off. They'll send 5. Stidham. Deep shot. Far sideline. Gonzalez underneath it. And he makes the pick. Underthrown ball. And the Pats force their first turnover of the game. And the Patriots are 1 first down away from a trip to San Francisco. Now, Sean Payton should take a timeout at 2:11. Again, you have to take the timeout regardless. Payton should take the timeout on the first play. Should take the timeout on the very first play. You save about 5 seconds. You got to burn the timeout regardless. But Payton should take one after the very first play to get an extra 5 seconds to work with. It's not bowl game yet, but it's awfully close. The missed opportunities by Denver. 2 missed field goals, well within Lutz's range. The 4th down. They left so much on the board. Stevenson, handoff here. And we brought down at about the 40. Payne should take the timeout. He's not going to, and that's going to waste about 5 seconds. Oh, well, you could have taken it with 2:04. Could have had an extra 4 seconds to work with. They're not thrown in these conditions. Good job, Sean. Good job coaching your butt off today. Coaching your freaking butt off today, Sean Payton. Man, I thought you were a good coach. I thought you were good. Wow, I thought you were good. Man. Drake made 2 minutes away. 6 yards away. To be on the night one AFC Championship, Broncos and Bills missing 3 field goals. Yep. Dumb decision, yep. Game violation of the 4th Amendment? Yeah. Or 8th Amendment? Yes. Yeah, when the quarterback hurt, the Broncos' chances got next. Yep. If Champagne used the advice, you got to kick somebody, kick his own butt instead. Oh, man. So I'm sure the Pats get sent to Cancun. Yep. Yeah, this is a dumb decision tomorrow. Dumb decisions episode. You're getting that tomorrow. Six yards away. Broncos have a timeout. This will be a chalkboard. Dumb decisions. This will be one of those chalkboard ones. But Sean Payton's going to keep me up tonight. We hit 300 on the second stream. You know the drill. I do live edits. You know the drill on that when I go with the live edit. After this game? No overtime after this game. But at the next game, yeah. Right now, the forced calls came this half. Yeah, 4th and 1. I get both sides. I get both sides on the 4th and 1. Dumb decision was not taking a timeout to clear the snow, then not taking a timeout on the plus side of the 2-minute warning. Those are the dumb decisions. 4th and 1. Look, I get it with the analytics. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. But the second half, terrible. 2 separate ones might be 2 separate ones. Yeah. 2nd and 6. Pats are 6 yards away from San Francisco. The Patriots were playing for the number 1 pick last year. They are 2 minutes away from playing for the number 1 team in the NFL. Stretch play, nothing doing, and Stevenson gets nothing. Timeout. 1 left. After that, none left. Dumb decision major AFC Championship, I would crash out. There's still time for one more dumb decision. Oh, you know it. You know it. And this is one of those, it's not 4-down territory. This is one of those, Stidham is not playing well this half. The offense has done nothing. I trust my defense no matter what the yardage is. No matter what the yard line is. Force a punt, you go all block easily. Yeah, that was 82. Yeah, that was Dolphins Patriots. Yeah, that was 82 with a snowplow. You can't do that. You can't do that with a snowplow. You can't bring equipment out to clear stuff. But you're allowed to do it with your hands and your feet. You're allowed to clear with your hands and your feet. 6 plays, or 6 yards, I should say. May, they're going to call a naked bootleg. May, take it off, running. He will get the first. He gets out of bounds, but that's irrelevant because he got the first down. The New England Patriots last season, going into the final week, were going for the number 1 pick in the draft. 12 months later, the New England Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. The stiff arm there on the naked bootleg gets by Jonah Ellis. And the New England Patriots, for the 12th time in franchise history, the first time in 7 years, Mike Vrabel, in his very first season as the head coach of the Patriots, is a Super Bowl champion. Or an AFC champion, I should say, going to the Super Bowl. will play in San Francisco. I'm buying all the Pats stuff right now. Separated this time. Nope. 1st and 5 after the offside. May will take his kneel downs. The Broncos cannot stop the clock. Drake May in his 2nd season out of UNC. And what a difference it's made. Can't believe it. Yep. Yakuza's gonna be crushing out hard. Yep. Oh, man. Crazy. Remember 12 months ago? Remember 12 months when the Pats beat the Bills and people were like, this is the worst thing to ever happen? The Patriots set their franchise back years by not losing that game and not getting the first pick. Remember that? People were saying that loss set the franchise back years. You could have gotten a king's ransom. Could have gotten the first overall pick, trade the pick back, get a ton of draft picks. So much for that. 12 months later, the Patriots, for the 12th time and the first time in 7 years, are going to the Super Bowl. No championship in the clickbait house, nope. The first team to ever play in 12 Super Bowls. After 4 straight losses in Denver in the playoffs, the Pats finally get the monkey off their back. The AFC Championship, the Broncos won the first 2 against the Pats in Denver. The 3rd time is the charm. Patriots win 10-7, your final score. They're going to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. All right, on that note, I'm signing off here because we got another game to do. Seahawks-Rams. Click that link above to join. Should redirect you. Appreciate you guys tuning in. GG9 signing off. See you guys in a little bit for the second game. Seahawks-Rams. We'll find out who the Patriots play in just a little